Oh,
no.
bring up the chat.
Hmm?
Let me bring up a chat.
Yeah, do it.
What the hell are you, chat?
I didn't mute my phone. What
you
a
got
faux
Dookity
pas.
Boot Scoot as your thing?
This is this is a temporary phone.
Oh, that's why it's Dookity Boot Scoot.
Yeah. I forgot about that. How do I mute this thing? There we go. No, that's Wi-Fi. There we go.
Are we going to talk about that on the pod?
Well, my phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been a fun time. Oh, yeah. Oh, are we live?
We are live.
Oh, it says offline. Hit the gritty?
Hit the gritty.
Helix.
McNitty. Speaking of the gritty,
Mm-hmm.
it's like we were listening in on your little short there,
Oh, yeah.
and it was just about to drop or something, and you're just like, nope.
Yeah, I was waiting for the flutes to drop,
Yeah,
and
we
they
were
never
waiting for
hit.
the flutes.
The flutes never hit. How sad. Hit the gritty. No, I refuse. You can't make me. Give me this. I need my beverage. Mmm.
Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix?
Yeah.
God, Chapter 2 was so good, we'll just remix it.
Yep.
Is that what's happening? Not going to go Chapter 3?
Are they past Chapter 3?
I don't know. Chapter 8?
I don't know.
Chapter 2 Remix?
All I know is they added an Ice Spice skin, so...
Are you in? Are you going
I was
back
like,
in?
do I need to get
Fortnite?
Ice Spice skin? I don't know. We'll see, anyways. There's a picture of it on my Discord, so... No flutes are being used and abused? Well, I heard a flute drop earlier today, so that's what made me think of it. I don't know what song it was, but it was in the Jeep.
Yes.
And then some unexpected flutes came in.
The flute drop. You never expect the flute drop.
No, you definitely don't.
Oop, what's happening? How do I...
What is happening?
Universes
Oh, yeah, the
Beyond.
big universes beyond.
Want to prove this?
Of Final Fantasy?
No. Foundations. Final Fantasy's not until 2025.
I don't know what Foundation is, so no.
It's the latest Magic the Gathering set.
But I don't give a shit about that. Mike, what did you think of the Julian Jordan song I posted?
I have not listened to it yet. But you were like, but damn. So I'm going to listen to it right now.
Oh, this one. Sick commercial it's playing. I've been waiting on it for a while now. Oh, Tirecraft. Excuse me.
Right.
I see it says right. Flute drop coming in?
Big drop.
Spoken word break in the song. He's vibing, I guess.
Stomp in, comma. Never stomping. So we're going to go ahead and throw that on the Jeep when we go home.
Oh, I see. So I'm going to hear it then.
You'll hear it then.
Okay.
There's a lot of sub-low in that boy.
Oh, very good. 2 peas in a StreamVoid pot.
You're not wrong.
So true.
I bought a dingus mouse from
I see that. Amazon?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Auto?
That Razer one there?
No. Well, it's a Steel series.
Oh, yeah.
Cracked it open,
Mm-hmm.
started charging it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, how do I connect? It's wireless, so I'm like, how do I connect this to the thing?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, there's no connection dongle.
Oh, really?
It's not going to take it back.
You sure it's not in the mouse?
Yeah, you can't open the mouse whatsoever.
Because usually they just slide out of the side or something.
Yeah, if there's like a battery compartment, but there's not. It's an inbuilt battery.
Is it not just built-in Bluetooth?
No.
Oh, that's weird. That'll teach you from buying something from Princess Auto.
I buy a lot of things from Princess Auto.
Oh, okay.
I bought some channel locks. We got a lot of headroom right now.
Some what?
Channel locks.
Channel locks.
Channel lock pliers.
Oh, I see.
Do we need to fix all this headroom?
Half
Half the screen is just this wall.
But what are we going to change it to?
I will just angle the camera down a little bit.
And then it'll show the dirty floor?
Yeah. The floor is very dirty today.
Mm-hmm. Plier? Is that how you spell them in the States?
Plier. Le plier?
That's how you spell them in the States, I guess.
Yeah.
Not used to that spelling.
No. But only in, South states. Plier.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know that either.
Le plier.
La Plier. Hank's been playing the Division 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Ooh.
Yep.
Why?
New season, new updates.
Oh,
Yep. Grinding
okay.
the season out. I said why as well, but he enjoys that game.
I was like, is Division 3 coming out?
Yes, it is. They canceled Heartland,
Oh.
which was going to be the free-to-play one.
I didn't even know they were still supporting that game.
Oh, yeah. It's Ubisoft. They're usually pretty good with supporting those games.
there you
They're
go.
still doing For Honor.
They sure are.
They're still doing Skull and Bones for some reason. And then what else? Is there another one that they're doing?
I don't know.
Mosh.
Mosh a lot.
Yep.
You playing Tarkov today, Mosh?
I still really like For Honor. Never played it.
I liked my time in it.
Ass in Creed.
Assass in Creed.
No, there's not really a multiplayer one. I'm talking about single game, not a series.
Yeah, the other camera doesn't like to stay on.
Yeah. And people said they liked this view.
Yeah,
They're
mainly
like,
the tank.
No, everyone did.
Was everyone's like,
Everyone said they liked it.
Everyone likes us looking at the camera like we're newscasters.
X Defiant. Mosh, don't get killed by the flying PMC like in that one video I saw. Yeah, what's the other one? Rainbow Six Siege or whatever.
CJ.
Yeah, CJ, sorry.
Rainbow Six CJ.
They're still doing that one. And I'm sure there's others I can't think of. The flying PMC. PMC.
Paramilitary contractor.
Oh, right. Tank licks.
Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, cool. All right. That'll work.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the outline, so.
I was going to buy some Pokemon cards here today, but this damn shop doesn't have any.
No, we sold out. We got a restock coming in next week.
Set one aside for me. Shake my head.
SMH.
So I'll have to go to 7-Eleven and buy a pack.
Or London Drugs.
Yeah.
London Drugs is
They're stacked.
so many.
They're
so
stacked
many.
always. Yeah. They have all the boxes and everything.
I know. It's wild.
Yep.
They've got stuff we can't get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they still have Bloomborough precons for Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Those are, we can't get them. People come and buy them all up. And we can't get them in. They're going to do a reprint of that.
Nah.
So we can get them.
Who stole the Magic card deck? Did we ever find out? Open that thing.
Oh, yeah. No, there was another one.
Okay.
There was another one sitting in the back. That was
Colton.
actually that one.
Yeah.
That one was just one of the ones that Garion had opened.
Oh, so it was... You knew it was opened.
Oh, I didn't know it was open until I went and grabbed it to show you.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this has been opened. And I was like, do we have another one? And yeah, he had put aside another one earlier.
I see. I see.
Oh, I better add that to the old outline.
That old fairy over there. Exactly. I called him a thought last night.
Who?
Colton.
Oh, yeah?
Because he uses one of the phone knobs, on the back. You have the little knob you can hold your phone.
Oh, yeah.
And only thoughts use those.
You sure?
Yeah. So he's a thoughty, I said. Because I accused Pixacat of being a thought. The thought dongle, exactly.
The thought dongle.
Yeah. So I accused him of being a Pixacat of being a thought. And then Colton's like, I use that. It's like, okay, cool.
Colton also comes in and enjoys himself some fine MTGs.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
What a guy. What a legend.
Oh, I better add more things.
I don't think he plays the Magics.
Add some reminder text.
Okay. Cool beans.
Cool beans, cool beans. You like beans, cool beans.
I've seen that movie one time.
What movie is that?
Hot Rod?
I've never seen it.
With Andy Samberg?
Andy Samby.
Yeah.
I enjoy good Andy Samberg, but yeah, never seen it.
There was a new Lonely Island song that came out too.
Yes.
I didn't listen to it all. I was just like, eh.
Wow, God, what is it? Someone was showing it to me. They're like, oh man, I love this song.
A little late night card game lurks, and I don't play Magic. There you go.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
We had learned to play Magic Day yesterday.
Just got to fly in, Colton. New Lonely Island, yep. I didn't think it was good.
Yeah, it wasn't their best, that's for sure. It's still funny.
I didn't laugh.
Not a chuckle, not a cahoot.
No, nothing.
Not a corner lip curl.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Nope. I started listening to it and I just was like, I don't need to listen to this. Because I was like, oh, New Lonely Island? What? So.
It's rare.
Yes, it is. Rare as rare can be.
What's happening here? Mrs. Gears playing Overwatch 2.
Los Lonely Island Boys? Is that the, they're on a Latin kick when they're called that?
Ubisoft launches first ever blockchain game with NFTs costing up to $50,000.
Cool beans.
Why would you do that?
Because they're going in the dumpster. They did not sell very many copies of their Star Wars game. And what else was a recent flop? There was another game that was a flop from Ubisoft recently.
Why are people still trying to do NFT games? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Because they were already working on it. God, and it's like,
scrap it. Cut your losses.
Yeah, but
scrap it.
They don't do that. Look at Concord. I mean, they did scrap it after it came out, but
yep.
It was like lost, sunk cost fallacy. Like, we've already spent $200 million. It's too expensive to fail.
We've got it. It's ready to go.
Exactly.
Let's just shove it out there.
Exactly.
Make our money back.
And
speaking of Concord,
they made $0.
Concord initially had a budget of $200 million, but required more funding to finish it.
Yeah. If it was just released as a free-to-play, none of this problem would have been happening.
Yep.
Well, there still would have been problems, but...
Yep.
Concord was a historic stinker. I mean, I never played it, so I don't know.
You only had 2 days to try.
Stupid
whatever.
Way they released it as a pay-to-play game.
Yep.
Same thing with Marathon when it comes out. It's going to be pay-to-play.
What the hell is Marathon?
That was Bungie's game before Halo.
Oh, yeah.
And they're working on it's like an extraction shooter or something like that, and it's going to cost money. No.
Don't make it cost money, Bungie.
I don't think they have a choice. I think it's Sony.
Don't make it cost money, Sony. You idiots.
Yeah. In fact, just shut down Bungie.
You've already seen Concord fail.
Yeah, but that was a PvP shooter. This is a PvE extraction or something like that. Or PvP extraction? I'm not sure.
PvPvE extraction shooter?
Something like that.
I mean, I'm going to play one of those today.
Turdcov? But you're going to play it single player.
Yes.
Because they smartened up and they changed the pricing on it?
They made it so that you could just buy it. Single player.
Yeah, but didn't you need to pay like $100 for it before?
Oh, yeah. You had to buy it in the stupid edition.
Yeah.
To get it. And now you could just get it.
Yeah.
So I got it.
Yeah.
And I'm having a lot of fun.
Supporting Russian businesses, eh?
Yes.
Bit of a traitor there, I gotta say.
I don't know. They support the war in Ukraine. But
yeah, they do.
They support Ukraine.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They actually do.
They get arrested
They made
when
announcements.
they do that. All the money lost hopefully makes a change in the AAA genre. Wrong.
Incorrect.
Fake news.
I mean, you got to look at games like, Phasmophobia just sold its 20 millionth copy.
Yeah.
Terraria, 100 million copies.
Yeah, exactly.
Small indie games make way more money than the AAA titles.
Yeah.
They might not, they might not look as impressive in the technology wise, but I mean,
it's just a different art style.
It is just a different art style.
Terraria's looks good.
I have more hours in Terraria than I do in Apex.
Yes. Me too, probably.
Not in Day of Defeat 1.6, though.
No, that's Mosh, I think, has that. Triple Games is just the same BS over and over again. Is it? I mean, that's the same with anything, though, because their AAA games are like the common denominator game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same reason every Marvel movie is the same. Terraria is like the 4th most sold game. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
I wonder of all time. Wonder if there's any stats on like all time.
I think Super Mario, brah.
I think Minecraft would be the best.
Super Mario 1 has got to be on the list.
Best-selling video games, Minecraft, yes.
Yeah. GTA 5.
Minecraft with 300 million. GTA 5 with 200 million. Wii Sports with 82.9 million. PUBG with 75 million. Mario Kart with 71 million.
It's crazy that PUBG sold 75 million copies and the concurrent player count is like 30,000 now or something like that.
Yeah. RD2, 65 million.
Oh,
Terraria, 60 million.
Yeah, and then Super Mario Bros.
And then Super Mario Bros. With 58 million.
That's a lot of sales. Next is World of Warcraft.
Bunk. Overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch.
Human Fall Flat. And
Human
Witcher
Fall
3.
Flat? What? 50 million? How is that even possible? I don't believe it.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with 34.
I think they're lying.
Stardew with 35.
I think Human Fall Flat is lying. Poop G. Yep. Cube G.
Cube G.
Human Fall Flat surprised me too, being that high. Yeah, I don't think that's
wild.
true.
Yeah, like this is mostly like AAA or first party giant developers.
Like, were they selling it for a penny or something like
Maybe.
that? Click on it. Let's see.
How are you? This is going to take us to here.
Sales. 2 million.
By February 2018. This is February 21.
Oh, it sold a lot in China, apparently. Okay, maybe. Because I don't know. And I'm the only person I know that's played that game.
I've watched people play it. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that I've ever... No one's ever talked to me about Human Fall Flat. Phasmo's like $20. That's true.
Yeah, mostly just gang beats.
You've played Human Fall Flat? Well, you've never said it before, so... Terraria.
on
the
the Terraria wiki page, you can get a how to pronounce it.
Terraria.
Terraria.
Who gave it the worst review?
3DS. It's the worst on the 3DS.
Oh, that's the Metacritic.
Oh yeah,
it was only to drag players off ledges. Oh, you were a griefer. What a guy.
PC Gamer US gave Terraria 79%.
The magazine or the website? That must have been the website.
Yeah.
I think they're still publishing.
Circulation. Yeah, 2013 was there last year.
Oh my god. 19,000, 2,900 digital. Crazy. I used to love getting video game magazines. That was the only way to find anything out.
Yep, it was always a good time.
Yep.
Thumbing through some fresh magazine pages.
Yep. my friends always had subscriptions to Nintendo Power, and I was always jealous. So I'd go read their issues. But
Yep.
I never had a subscription of my own. How sad. I got Game Pass again yesterday, and I got bullied into getting Black Ops 6.
Blops.
I hated it.
You got bullied. Who's bullying you?
Yeah, exactly.
When you just go down there and beat them up?
Curb never had the game sheets. Like on my bed, you mean? No, I had McDonald's sheets and I think maybe Star Wars.
Hot sheets.
Like hot sheets. Was there hot sheets in Nintendo Power?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't remember anything like hot sheets. Nintendo hot sheets. It's all the beddings.
Beddings. Hot sheets. Pokemon hot sheets.
Yep.
They're hot sheets. That means they're flannel.
Is that what it
Gross. Means? Anybody just sleep in flannel?
Mm-mm.
I'm like, it is way too warm. I'd be sweating.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's -10 out.
Yeah.
It means I can actually take the fan out of the window and just leave the window open.
That's crazy. Wake up with a frozen upper lip.
Oh, that's the best.
Just a rosy red nose when you wake up.
Yep. It's funny too, because in that situation, the wife will still only have like a sheet on, and I'll have like 3 blankets on.
Jeez Louise.
And she'll be like, it's too hot in here.
Oh my God.
Like, what is happening?
Exactly. It's usually the reverse of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The hot sheets.
Yeah, I don't know what the hot sheets are.
I'm not versed in the hot sheets either. I haven't a
Hot
clue.
sheets, cool cheats.
Hot sheets, cool cheeks?
Cheats.
Cheats?
Yeah, we're talking about Nintendo Power.
Oh, that's true.
Gaming cheats.
Not butt cheeks.
No. No. Definitely not.
I was pricing out some Lorcana cards because we had a regular friend of the store came in and was like, I want to get these Lorcana cards. Just give me some credit. I'm like, well, we don't really take Lorcana cards, but because you're you,
Yeah.
go ahead and price them out. And we found one $50 card in there, which is a highly playable and competitive play right now. It's a crazy card.
Okay.
You don't know how to play Lorcana, so
No.
it's not gonna do too much.
Instant win.
Instant win.
Mm-hmm.
It's Robin Hood.
Ooh. Like a fox?
Yeah, like the Fox Robin Hood. There he is, right there. This guy.
Mm-hmm. You may pay 3.
You may shift 3, pay 3 ink to play this on top of one of your characters named Robin Hood, so you can transform him.
Oh, wow.
Use a 3/6 for 5, which doesn't seem like that's value.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Quest for 2.
Yeah.
But during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, gain 2 lore.
2 lore? Oh my God.
That's insane.
That's insane, dude.
When this character is banished in a challenge, you may draw a card.
Oh my God.
It's just value. It's so much value on this card.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of lore.
And then you play with a Rapunzel.
Of course. Synergy.
You got to synergize with Rapunzel.
Absolutely.
I can't remember what the Rapunzel is. Enchanted version of
So
the
what
Fox.
does that mean?
That means it's $169.
Oh, it's like full
American.
art.
Yeah. The enchanted versions of what everyone wants to get.
I see.
Like if you get Enchanted Elsa from like the first series, it's $1,000.
$1,000 easy.
$1,000 easy.
Yep.
Oh, there's one slabbed on eBay. It's
American
not. It's not enchanted.
Oh, that's too bad. $109.99.
What?
So when you get a card evaluated by CGC or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the dollar value they charge you to do it is based off of the current value of the card. Is that not how it goes?
I think so.
That's some bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what if I don't know my card's worth $1,000 and I send it in? They're like, oh, it's worth $1,000. You have to pay us $100 now.
Yeah. What did the guy get charged for having his One Ring serialized?
Yeah. Well, it probably it had no value. There's only one.
Yeah.
There's no sale history, so it better have been $1.
Yeah, it better been the processing fee.
Yeah. That's just a dumbass. I don't like that. That sort of, what do you call it, business model. I think that's bullshit.
It's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, car's not going to have value forever. Maybe. Depends. I mean, there's a $300 island sitting up there that's been slabbed.
Well, $300 island. I don't know, dude.
That's how much it costs to get that island.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's worth that much.
No, it's definitely not. I think that one's 20 bucks.
Yeah.
It is one of the nicer islands in the revised set, mind you.
Like art-wise?
Yes.
Way to paint that island.
Exactly. We've got the Bob Ross lands in right now too.
Ooh, pretty good.
Yeah, they managed to get, I guess the estate.
Oh yeah,
to
license it out. I was looking at your little Unfinity thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
so
I read on the back of it or the front, it says it contains stickers and a space land.
Yeah.
Where's the space land?
It's in my deck.
Oh,
it's so fucking cool.
Okay.
So the stickers, the mechanic in this one is stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So you can like change what your creatures have on them with stickers.
Mm-hmm. Sort of decreases the value of
yeah, this is one of those sets where it's just like a joke set, but it's actually legal to play in regular play.
Is there a creature called a happy little tree? I don't know. I got the Embiggen card right here.
You got to Embiggen it. There's also a card in there which I gave to Garion, which was because he's making a cats and dogs deck, and this creature said if you have a creature with 4 or more legs, give it +1/+1.
Ah.
Creatures with 4 or more legs have something. And he's making this cats and dogs decks where cats are dogs and dogs are cats. There's a card that makes all your cats dogs and all your dogs cats.
Oh, that's some malarkey.
Yes.
1 clown band. Until end of turn, target non-brushwag creature gets +1/+1 for each super type, card type, and subtype. What's a super type?
Super type is like legendary creature.
Oh, so creature -- wall. The super type is creature?
Yeah, and then the subtype is wall. Beat the devil out of beat?
Beat the devil out of it.
Yes, there is.
Who asked that? Or did someone ask that?
Oh, this might be a...
Fakey?
This is a fakey.
That picture there?
Oh, yeah, that's an actual picture. So someone's made a card called Beat the Devil out of it. It's 3 in a red. It's an enchant creature. When enchanted creature takes damage from any source, double that damage.
Yeah. And it's a picture of him slapping his paintbrush.
Yep.
Beat the devil out of it. Damn, Tank's got the deep cuts on Bob Ross.
He does have the deep cuts. Let's see if I can... I'll just do a little bit of a window capture.
Very bottom.
Oh, yeah. W for window capture. Who'd have thought? Oh, no. We got to do a new one. There isn't an existing. There we go. How about that?
Beat the devil out of it.
Beat the devil out of it. Right there.
I don't think it actually goes on stream. Now it does.
There we go. You got to transition it over.
I see. Beat the devil out of it. When you make a Bob Ross blue deck, is it called Talo Blue Deck? Is that how it's pronounced?
Probably.
Talo Blue? I guess so. You can call it whatever you
Patalo?
like. Patalo.
Patalo?
Patalo.
You can call it whatever you want.
Wow, that was like T.I.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm impressed that you knew that song. Crazy.
Who's ping-ponging me? Snooch.
Mm-hmm. Conspicuous Snooch.
He's so conspicuous.
Yeah.
Yeah. His name is based after a magic card called Conspicuous Snoop.
Oh, yeah.
Which he played last modern day.
Alizarin Crimson. Alizarin Crimson.
Alizarin Crimson? That's a lot of crimson.
I would just call it red.
Probably. Get the red, or the light red, or the lighter red.
Yep.
And
light red is
red.
white and red.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a duo color. Those are the colors he paints with. Did he trademark them? Or are you supposed to buy
Theros?
Bob Ross?
Boros is white red.
Boros. No, it's just light red. Pink.
I'm just going to call all the colors that mix together by their MTG clans, guilds.
Nah. Alizarin Crimson.
Red is one of the best colors when it comes to creating treasure tokens.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
That's nice. You spelled colors wrong, Tank. FYI.
Oh, yeah, you can't. That's not how it's spelled.
Missed the U.
Color.
Also,
Not
favor
color.
has a U in it as well.
Yes.
I don't know if you knew that. So does flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And blue.
Right. I don't think that's just in Canada, but...
And duelers.
Duelers?
Duelers.
I think that's a doula is a different thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it like a midwife?
Sort of like a midwife, yeah. Except more hippie-ish.
Yeah. You got to get all the duelers. Let's Google duelers. United States duelers.
Oh, I
Did
can't
you mean
believe
dollars?
Google didn't know what you were talking about. Click
No,
the
I meant
search
duelers.
instead for duelers.
Ah,
Oh,
duelers.
YouTube channel.
There we go. YouTube.
I am Gassian.
Duelers.
Hadi and Isa. Explain ways to profit from the internet. Oh, how many subscribers does he have?
641.
Damn, when was his last video?
Earned $4 in less than 5 seconds. 1 year ago.
Perfect.
Hasn't been profiting off the internet.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's a great picture.
Duelers.
It's too bad this guy's...
He's had a bit of brain damage, apparently.
Yeah, it's no good. He's been cropped.
Yep.
He's been cropped.
All right.
All right, duelers.
Bye, duelers.
Bye, duelers. Let's go ahead and get this bish started.
Wow.
Yes.
Such language.
I know.
It's crazy.
We keep it French around here.
French.
Well, that being said, I'll say hello, everyone.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah.
Welcome to StreamVoid Podcast, episode 185.
Tabernacle.
86. We're on 86.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks. I'm Mikey D. Curtis. Beside me today
Hi.
is Curb Stomp.
Just today?
Well, yesterday as well. Not yesterday. Last podcast.
Okay.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Oh my God.
And you
It's going off well.
are listening to StreamVoid Podcast. This is a show about life and occasionally video games and everything in between.
Shake off the rust a little bit.
Yeah, right? It's been a couple weeks since we posted,
Yeah.
did the thing, and by a couple weeks, 1 week. No, 2 weeks, I guess.
It was 2 weeks. Yeah.
We missed last episode due to drunkenness.
Well, the potential for that, anyways.
The potential for that. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and get started with all that in between stuff. So let
Right
us know. Right now. Tell us
Okay.
about your 2 weeks
Me?
in life.
I gotta start.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Yeah, it does.
That's literally the format.
Yeah.
It's written down somewhere.
Okay. I can do that.
Write it down somewhere or talk about it?
Talk about it. Talk about it. I was had a wedding to go to on the last Saturday.
Yes.
My roommate's wedding. Got married. I was
Wow.
the MC.
MC stomped.
MC Curb. No, more of the master of ceremonies. But even that, anyways, I'll get into it now. So I've done it a few times.
Yes.
I've done it for our friends, mutual
DNA?
friends. DNA, Dean and Amanda. I don't think they'll mind me saying their name. I also did another one for sort of mutual friend, Mike and Angela.
M&A.
M&A, ended in divorce.
Sure did.
I also did my cousin with my other cousin. They weren't getting married, but I co-emceed with her brother for her wedding.
Yes.
And then this was the fourth one. And the other ones were, let's see here. They were more regimented.
More structured.
More structured than this one.
This one you had a little bit more artistic license to free flow.
So the most structured one, obviously, was the one for Mike and Angela, because she is like unwell. Where it's kind of, it has to be this exact way, and this is the way it's going to be, and whatever, fine, it's their wedding.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That's cool, but it's like there's no room for any variation. If the schedule says that pictures start at 4:05, they start at 4:05.
Yeah. Not a minute before, not a minute less.
So that one was the least fun one, I would say. And then Dean and Amanda's was so long ago that I don't remember too much about it, but I remember it was fairly laid back, which is a bit surprising, considering Amanda can sometimes be very serious about stuff like that. You know? She likes to plan and write lists and stuff like that.
Yes.
So,
a listy planner.
Yeah. And I kind of had a feeling like that was the way this one was going to be. Not quite as strict, but fairly strict.
Yes.
You know? Because leading up to it, it was like, we'll need to do this. You know, you'll have to help with this, blah, 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 blah. But then getting towards the date, I think I talked about this. Maybe I didn't. Well, I talked about how I didn't know anything.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know anything till the day before.
Yes.
Where literally the day before the wedding, I was like, hey, what's the maid of honor's name? And then like, who are the bridesmaids? Stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah, here you go. And then I learned like, oh, there's only a maid of honor and a best man. There's no bridesmaids. And like all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, what do you want me to do exactly? And I'm like, oh, you know, this, you know, the regular stuff, introduce the bride and the groom and help get the tables for eating and stuff like that. So it's not a mad rush, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, fine. So they give me their little notes, and then they wanted to do the little shoe game thing. Are you familiar with the shoe game?
The shoe game.
Anyone that's not familiar, the bride and the groom sit back to back, and they have one of each other's shoes in their hand, and I'll ask a question like, who made the first move? And they'll hold up a shoe, and then everyone laughs because like the groom held up his shoe and the bride held up her shoe, and oh, they're disagreeing. Ha 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 ha. So they wanted to do that. So I'm like, fine, okay, I'll whip up the questions tonight, whatever. So that's fine. And then the next morning, getting ready to go, and my roommate's like, oh, here's the schedule for the pictures from the photographer. So I get it, and I'm like, wait, there's all this shit you didn't tell me about on here, like last night, like different things that are happening and whatnot. Like, I was like, why didn't you tell me any of this stuff? He's like, oh, I guess we forgot last night or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like trying to make notes on all this stuff, right? So I was like, well, okay. And then the wedding starts and goes off, whatever. And it's like they're doing stuff like in a different order than I was told. And I'm like, keep going up like, well, what are we doing next? And they'd be like, oh, we're going to do this now. Oh, okay. And then like it gets, you know, they take the pictures, and then one of the first major things I was supposed to do is like introduce the bride and the groom, like welcome in the new.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, we're going to do the announcement that you're, you know, coming back. And they're like, we're not going to do that now. And I was like, what? They're like, oh, well, after we got married, the woman that did the ceremony was like, here they are, the bride and the groom. So we've already been introduced. We don't need to do it again. Like, and I was just like, okay. So then, you know, I'm trying to do what I need to do, right? And thankfully they were just like, whatever, it's cool, no big deal. And then like we're doing the dinner and all that stuff, and afterwards I was like, oh, is there a cake cutting? You never told me if there was. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna do a cake cutting. I'm like, when? And they're like, oh, you know,
sometime, some point.
And then I'm like, wait, is there a bouquet toss? And they're like, oh yeah, we should do that now. I just was like, well, what is going on? So then I'm like, is there a garter toss? And they're like, no garter toss. So it was very weird, just super like chaotic, but it was fine. I kind of felt like I wasn't really needed because it was more of me just going like, okay, we're going to eat now, everyone, you know, and there was no like, There was no open mic for speeches or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They specifically told me no one can do a speech. There's only 2 scheduled, and that's it. No one else. So I was like, okay. And I was like, that's weird. And they're like, well, her biological dad was going to be there, and I talked to him, and I can see why they said that.
Yeah.
But they were afraid he was going to say some stuff.
Horribly racist things?
No, not racist, but like... So she was given away by her son, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And she went to her stepdad and was like, he would have been like this second choice.
Yeah.
So she went to him and was like, I want to have my son give me away. He's like, that's if that's what you want, that's fine. I'm not offended by that or anything.
Yeah.
But her dad was offended, and he's like a absentee father, kind of, like wasn't really anything in her life, and was like, when she was told that he was not giving her away, he was like, well, maybe we're not going to come to the wedding or whatever now, and if we're not going to be a part of it. And apparently her uncle was like, what is wrong with you? Like, smarten up. You're coming to the wedding and you're not being given her away. Like, it's fine. So,
you're getting to come to the wedding.
Yeah. But yeah, like things just changed as I was doing it. So initially, to settle the order of the tables, because my roommate's a huge nerd, plays D&D, he wanted everyone to one representative for every table to come up, and we would roll dice.
Yeah.
And the order, Yeah. And I was like, oh, they're going to be just crowding around the table. He's like, oh yeah, maybe you should just go around to the tables and have one person roll. So I was like, okay, that's fine. That'll make it easier. So I went around and did that, and then I got to the table with her dad at it, and her dad's like her stepbrother or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's like, he can roll the dice, right? So he rolls the dice, and he was like, oh yeah, 17. And I was like, I clearly saw the dice, and it was a 3. Like, you're a little
natural 20.
Yeah, you're a little cheater here, buddy. So
you hungry?
Yeah, exactly. So I think that table ended up going like last because he got a 3. So. But it was fun, and I got a table with... And that's the other thing. The head table was just the bride and the groom. the best man and the maid of honor were just like mixed in with other tables.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah, it was
get him out of here.
Very different way of doing the wedding.
Interesting.
And then the other thing was like I know my roommate's family because I've known him for a long time. So his dad and his aunts and whatever, some of his cousins and whatnot. But I didn't know anybody else there. Thankfully, I was at a table with my roommate's dad, who I know fairly well, so I got to... Conversation started with him, and then it spread around the table, so that's good. Because I was just like, oh, fuck, where am I going to be sitting here? Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's always interesting going to one of those weddings where you only know, like, the bride and groom, and everyone else is just like, who are you people?
Yeah, exactly. That was definitely interesting. But it was funny, too, like, the first dance was like at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. Oh my God. So my roommate's daughter was there, and she has 2 kids, and they're like young, whatever, 2 or 3, whatever. And they're not really like well disciplined too much. So they like to run free.
I believe you've talked about them before.
They run free and they make a lot of noise.
They're free range children.
So when I was starting to do my MC thing, the one girl, she kept trying to mess with the like hit buttons on the little like mixer and shit like that. I'm like, no, stop, don't do that. And then when it was first dance time, they started dancing, and all they had was a phone hooked up to the thing, so they'd like press play for the music. So they pressed play and they started dancing, and she went over and like turned it off. So the music just stopped in the first dance, and they're like, oh, what? So then they had to try to figure out how to get it going again. So they finished the first dance after that. But it was funny, as we're sitting there, it's like the first dance is just getting ready to start, and my roommate's dad's standing up like, all right, well, it's good to see you later. And he was there with his daughter. She's like, Dad, let's at least wait until the first dance is done. Because there was no other dance. There was no dance like with, the bride with the father or what. None of that.
Yeah.
Like my roommate's mother passed away recently, so
yes, she
wasn't part of there anyways, but there was no other dancing like that. But yeah, as soon as they finished the first dance, he was like, okay, I'll see you later. I was like, okay, bye.
That's funny.
So, but it was out in Heffley Creek, I think. Is that right? Pass Barrier, is that correct?
Pass Barrier?
Yeah.
No.
What's up there? I can't even remember. Anyways, there's a little town hall thing there, and it was in there, and it was it's an old building. It was fine and nice and everything like that. But as I came in, I was like, there's like empty picture frames on the wall, just a white sheet in them. I'm like, oh, I guess they're just there if you want to hang up a picture when you're doing an event or whatever. You put it in the picture frame. And then there was tables with drinks and along the wall, and I got close, and I'm like, oh, there is a picture in the picture frame. It's just like a 40-year-old architectural drawing that's so faded that you can't see unless you're like a millimeter away from it. It was so weird. Because then I was sitting at the table, and my roommate's aunt was like, oh, I wonder what they normally have in those pictures on the wall there. I'm like, oh, there's pictures in them. You just have to get really close to be able to tell, so... it was pretty interesting anyways.
What the hell is that place called? Little Fort?
No.
Before Little Fort. Is that the crux between the Inner Lakes Highway?
No, not that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, not there. It was I thought it was past Barrier, and I thought it was Heffley Creek, but
Chinook Cove?
No.
Darfield?
No.
Chichua?
No.
And then
maybe it was Barrier.
It could have.
Maybe I'm
Barrier.
confused.
Just a little bit further past Barrier.
Barrier's
way up there.
Yeah, maybe it was. Oh yeah, right by Sun Peaks there.
Oh
yeah,
that's just Rayleigh.
Yeah, Rayleigh. Yeah,
that's before Barrier, way before Barrier.
Okay, right. Anyways,
the Rayleigh Hall.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been there.
I hadn't either. It was fine.
Yeah.
The one other thing with my roommate's daughter's kids. So I'm sitting there, and there's the bar over in the way, and there's a woman that's working it. She's like a family friend that was not at the wedding, but she was doing the bar tending, right?
Yeah.
And I see my roommate's daughter go over with her kid and sit her on the bar, and my roommate comes over, and they're talking, and then they both walk away, and she's sitting on the bar. And then she like climbs into the bar with the woman, and I'm looking, and I'm like, are they just leaving her there? Like, what the heck? So I wait a couple minutes, and she's just still there, and the bartender's like talking to her or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what the heck? So after 5 minutes, because I was like, whatever, I'm like, okay, I better go see what's going on over here. So I go over, and I'm like, I say her name, and I'm like, what are you doing over here? And the bartender's like, oh, she's making me nervous. I was like, yeah, I bet. So then I like tried to grab her out of there, but she wouldn't come out. And then thankfully the bride's mom came over and was like, let me get you out of there, and went actually into the bar area and like grabbed her.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck, man?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. So it's anyways. Thankfully there's a baby gate at my house, so
yes,
they can't come downstairs.
Can't come storming down the stairs.
Oh, they would be down there.
Oh yeah.
Well, they throw stuff over the gate. Like I'll be sitting there and an onion will come down the stairs. It's like, oh my God,
what is happening?
So, yeah, it's a little messed up that way, but
yes,
yeah, that was the wedding pretty much.
Nice.
Oh, and then so that was Saturday, and I think Thursday or something. I don't remember what day it was. Anyways, it was a bachelor party. And it was pretty laid back. We went to Kelowna to do laser tag and bowling.
Oh.
So, I mean, like his roommate had his son, also his wife's son, who's he's like whatever, 13 or whatever. So it's not like you can do too much with them, right? So we went to laser tag and bowling, and I don't like laser tag. I never really have. I just find it like lame.
Yeah.
It's like you can't run around.
It's a poor man's paintball.
You can't crouch. There's all these rules and stuff, and like it seemed like the guns were either my aim was really bad, which I don't think would be the case, or the aim was off on it or whatever, because I had a lot of trouble hitting stuff. So, but I was like, I'll just do it because that's what they want to do, right? Whatever.
Just cover the sensor on your chest and go.
Well, they have them on the chest and on the shoulders, and then the gun as well has a sensor on it. And, there's this crazy techno music's pumping and the lights are flashing, and then they have lasers going off, and it looks like someone's shooting at you, but it's a laser coming from the sky, and just whatever, right?
You get hit by the orbital bombardment. You're like, oh,
yeah, exactly. And yeah, whatever. It was, I don't know. And then they have a little arcade there that you can play little arcade games, but they're all like bullshitty, like
ticket games.
There's like a DC fighting game, but it just has 3 buttons like block, attack, and special or whatever. So they were just super lame. But you got like, I don't know, $10 worth of tokens or credits or whatever.
Yeah, with your birthday pass.
So I just used like the little claw game, but I got lucky. It was like these hoops that are worth a certain amount of tickets.
Yeah.
And my roommate's son did it and he failed. I'm like, I'll show you how it's done, son. So I do it and it grabbed 3 of them. I'm like, see, I told you. He's like, what the hell? So I got enough tickets to get like an inflatable Minecraft sword.
Oh.
And then
So you got an inflatable Minecraft
well,
sword?
the young guy with us was like, whoa! I was like, you can have the Minecraft sword. I don't need the inflatable Minecraft sword.
That's too bad. I think you actually did.
Yeah, I mean, if I need one, I'll buy one. The little guy could have it. I think.
Oh.
Then we went to bowling, and unfortunately it was 5-pin, which is only in Canada. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I sent a picture to our friend Nacho Love.
Nacho.
Showing I said 5-pin bowling. And she's like, what is that?
What's 5-pin bowling?
And I was like, that's the type of bowling we're doing. There's only 5 pins. She's like, I've never heard of that. So then I sent her a picture of the ball.
Yeah.
And she's like, where are the holes?
There's no holes.
holes.
It's a child's size ball.
Yeah. She's like, now you're just messing with me. I'm like, I wish I was. So we did 5-pin, which is fine, whatever. But I think my limit for bowling is like 2 games.
Yeah.
Two sets.
Two sets?
After 2, my score went fucking down the hill. Like I was winning by far over 2.
Yeah.
Because it was like running total, you know?
And you were like, I just don't care anymore.
I was trying, but I couldn't get anything going. So that sucked. And then so initially it was like, that place you just pay for time.
Yeah. So
we paid for like an hour, I think, or 2 hours maybe. I can't remember. Anyways, we played. And then we're getting ready we're finishing up. And a couple people were like, we should play more. And we're like, all right, well, what does everyone want to do? Do they want to keep bowling or not? And I'm like, no, I don't want to keep bowling. But the majority were like, let's keep bowling. So we had to do another hour's worth of bowling. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And then it was like, by the end, there was like, I don't know, like 10 minutes left of time. Mm-hmm. They're like, we'll just do it really fast. Do another game. And I was like, no, I'm not doing another game. So someone was just like throwing my balls as fast as they could when my turn would come up. Because I'm like, no, I'm not.
My shoulder's done.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just, I don't want to throw any. Well, it was more like the potential that if I'm going to be like turboing, I'll hurt myself.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not doing that.
We're old men now. You can't take those risks.
Yeah, I guess so. But then I woke up the next morning after the bachelor party and my phone charger port didn't work.
Oh?
Yeah, I picked up my phone in the morning. I'm like, 3%? What the hell? So I like try plugging it in, doesn't work. Try a different cable, doesn't work. Plug in this old phone in, it starts charging. So I'm like, oh, my charger port's fucked. That's weird. I was fine. I never had problems until this exact moment. And whatever. I decided to get it fixed. So I took it to the repair place on the Wednesday. Oh yeah, so that means the bachelor party was on Tuesday. So Wednesday I took it into the guy. And they're like, "Oh yeah, maybe it's just dirty." I'm like, "No, I looked. I don't think so." So they try it. "Oh yeah, it's a little loose. We can put a new port in. It'll be $69." I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever, no problem." Like we don't have the part today. It'll be here tomorrow. It'll be ready for pickup tomorrow. So I was like, okay. So I leave it. Don't hear anything on Thursday. So I'm like, okay. They didn't phone me, whatever. I'll go in on Friday. So I go in on Friday. Okay, I'm for my phone. Oh yeah. Geez, Louise, we had some trouble with the port. The port's in there, but now the screen, the touch isn't working on the screen, so we're having trouble there. So we're trying to fix it. And I was like, okay, like, why didn't you phone me? They're like, oh, sorry. We still have your number. I'm like, okay. They're like, it'll be ready tomorrow. Okay, well, I'm like, well, tomorrow's the wedding, so I'm not coming in tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So I didn't go in on Saturday. I didn't go in on Sunday. Didn't hear nothing. So I'm like, all right, fine. No, I did go in on Sunday, and it was a different guy working there. He's like, oh, I don't see it here anywhere. I don't know where it is.
Don't see it.
Okay, cool. I'm like, well, when's the guy that worked on my phone, when's he going to be here? He's like, tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So after work on Monday, I go in. The guy that he said was working there wasn't there. It was the same guy again. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for my phone. You said the other guy was going to be working on it or whatever. He's like, oh, yeah, like, they're still working on it. We'll let you know when it's ready. I'm like, okay, take my phone number down and call me. Oh, okay, take it down. So that was Monday.
Yep.
I didn't hear anything Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I was going to stop, but I forgot on my way home. Mm-hmm. So I stopped in on Friday. I'm like, he's like, yeah, can I help you? I'm like, I'm here to pick up my phone. It's an A71. Oh, yeah, the charge report. Yeah. Okay. So he's like opening every drawer, looking all around. I'm in there for like 5 to 10 minutes. He's like, oh, it's fixed, but someone's misplaced it. I can't find it here. We'll find it for you, and then I'll call you tomorrow. I was like, okay, are you going to actually call me this time? Because I've come in like 3 times and left my phone number. He's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, let me take it down. So I gave him my information.
Again.
Didn't phone me yesterday.
What place is this? It's the one in the mall?
Yeah, the one in the mall.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So the other thing, too, is when I dropped it off, they're like, what's your name and phone number? Write it down. And they're like, okay, we'll call you when it's ready. And they didn't give me anything. Like to say I dropped off a phone. And I was like, oh, do you give me... No, we know it's yours.
Do they, though?
Okay. Cool, I guess. So, anyways, maybe I'll stop by today, but I don't think so. I think I'll just go on Monday or whatever.
One of the guys having similar issues with a phone repair store, but this one was in Kelowna.
Yeah.
He had a broken screen. Mm-hmm. So he dropped it off. He's like, all right, just fix my screen. So they break his motherboard.
Nice.
Trying to fix his screen.
Nice.
He gets it back. Mm-hmm. Nothing's working. They're like, well, why isn't this working? So it's the same thing. He's been in and out for like weeks.
Yeah.
And he just finally took it back. He's like, no, you guys can't. What are you doing? It's not even fixing this.
Yeah.
So now his like volume buttons don't work.
Oh, nice.
His like regular microphone doesn't work. He has to be on speakerphone all the time.
Oh my God. Just brutal.
He's just sick of dealing with those guys.
Yeah.
Like they go in, they fix the screen, but they break everything else.
Yeah. It was fine. Like that phone was the one that I had my broken screen on, and they replaced it.
Yeah.
And besides them not phoning me when it was ready, it was fine. Like I think it was done the same day actually.
No.
Yeah, I think it actually was done the same day. I remember it was a bit my fault because they said like it'll be ready at whatever 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And I had my old phone on me that I had downloaded podcasts on too, so I could listen to them.
Yeah.
So I went and had lunch and just sort of walked around. And then when it was 1 o'clock, I was like, okay, like I'll go back. And I go back and I'm like, is it ready yet? And they're like, no, it'll be like another half an hour. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess you said 1, but whatever. No big deal. So I left and I came back half an hour later. And they're like, oh yeah, here it is. Pay for it, whatever. And then I get it home and it's like, oh yeah, I didn't put the SIM card in this phone. So it thought the time was 1, but it was actually 12. It didn't check for the proper time update, So it's like, oh, that was my fault. So,
there you go.
Yeah. Pretty stupid, but whatever. So yeah, that was the phone situation. And this phone, the battery, dude, like I've not even used it today and it's at like almost 50% already.
Wow.
Like
it's still set up with the Dookie Boot Scoot.
Yeah.
Notification.
Well, I wasn't going to install anything because in theory I was going to have my other phone back in like a day. So it was just like, well, in case someone messages me, I'll have my phone. But I've slowly had to add apps to it because...
Yeah, it's been weeks.
Yeah, well, it's been almost 2 weeks. We're coming up to 2 weeks, so it's a bit annoying, but whatever.
Well, geez.
Exactly. So hopefully. He said it was fixed. I don't know if that was a lie, but I guess we'll see.
I guess so. Oh, man.
And then I guess work. I was back to work, unfortunately. And At the warehouse, nothing really happened. I guess one of the freezers broke down, so they had to empty it out.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I was happy I wasn't around for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, everything is on skids, so it's not that bad, but still, it sucks.
Yes.
You have to try to fit it into other freezers. And the kind of way they fit it in was they just sort of jammed it in there. So it's like, oh, I can't get that stuff that's behind it. So I'm not climbing over a skid to get it or whatever, you know? So that was fine. But other than that, nothing really happened at the warehouse. And then same thing at the store. Nothing really happened. Except I almost had a heart attack. Because I was in the office. I ended up working 3 days in the office because I had a bunch of ordering I had to do.
Yep.
And on the Wednesday, it was just me and my good friend, my old nemesis. And she says something to me. She says like, oh, she's like, I drove over a BMW. And I was like, what do you mean you drove over a BMW? And she was like taking her daughter to her work and she like backed out but didn't see, or she just backed over a BMW kind of and caused a bunch of damage to the hood or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, how did you not feel that you were driving over a car? Like, and she's like laughing about it, like, ah. So like, that's a bit weird thing to laugh about, but whatever, you know? And like, what if it was a person? Like,
she'd be like,
you couldn't tell you were driving over a car? Anyways. So then what she said to me that almost gave me a heart attack, because I'm just working, and she goes, yeah, my daughter at work, she has her own nemesis. And I was like, what the fuck? Is she like calling me out here or something? Yeah. So I'm just like, stop typing. I'm like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, like there's this, she calls it her nemesis. There's like some thing she has to do at work and it always breaks whenever she uses it or whatever. Yeah. So it was just like a coincidence. But for a second there, I was like, what the fuck? How does she know about this? So a bit of a heart attack there. But then, because we were
listening to the podcast all this time.
Yeah, exactly. Because we were talking about her daughter, she was like, oh, I had a bunch of friends over for Halloween, and you know, they were doing they did all this they were doing all this you know, Halloween stuff, and they started to talk, and they were using all this slang that I don't understand. like I've never heard this kind of words before. I was like, well, what were they saying? And she's like, well, do you know what cap means? And I was like, yeah, I do. She's like, oh, they were saying like cap and no cap and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, first of all, I was like, God, they sound really cringy. So yeah, okay. And then she's like, what about ship? Do you know what ship means? And I was like ship is in like two people? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, like they were saying like I ship them or whatever. And she's like, yeah, that's exactly it. And I was like, yeah, it's sort of like a thing where it's like a ideal relationship or relationship in the mind, basically.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah. That makes
I
sense.
ship those two, you know?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I've never heard anyone say that before.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. The thing that I thought it knew was definitely what it was.
So she's like, how do you know that? How do you know that? I'm like, I guess I just do. I mean,
you're from the internet. Of course you do.
I've just heard it or whatever, you know? And then, what did she say next? She said, no, she didn't say anything. I just started laughing to myself because I was thinking of like slang with a parent and like, you know, cringiness or whatever. And I just started laughing. I was like, oh, do you want to embarrass your daughter? And she's like, yeah. Or your son? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, here's what you say. You just say to him like, oh, I went to McDonald's today and like they gave me a free drink. I guess they were really impressed with my skibbity toilet riz. And she's like, skibbity toilet riz, what does that mean? And I'm like, it's just like nothing. Like, it's like brain rot. She's like, they said brain rot. So I was like, yeah, just tell me something about your skibbity toilet riz. She's like, I better write this down. So she wrote it down. I don't know if she's said.
Oh my God.
I don't know if she's said it yet, but she did repeat it to me yesterday or Friday. Where she said like, oh, it must have been my skibbity toilet riz. And I was like, oh, did you tell them that? She's like, no, I forgot. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me know what happens. And awesome. She will definitely say it. She will definitely say it.
Just bussing with her skibbity toilet riz?
Yeah, basically. And I was trying to think like, what else could I say to be another thing that would be embarrassing to say to her kids? Something about her yat, maybe? I don't know.
Watch out for the Rizzler. He's going to get your yat.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. I was going to say she should just take food off their plate and be like, sorry, you got to pay the phantom tax. So we'll see if she actually does any of that. I know. So bad. So
cringe.
Yeah, exactly. She's super cringe anyways, so.
No cap.
No cap. No cap, dog. So anyways, it was pretty funny.
How did we go to cap and no cap?
I think it's from New York.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like something that people in New York were saying and it sort of spread around. But, I mean, I don't say it. I've never said it.
No.
Never one time.
No. As we're sitting here, you're cap and I'm no cap.
Yes, exactly. So I'm lying and you're not lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't have a cap and you have a cap.
I know.
That's just what it is. That's how it works.
Yep. So, yeah, it was an interesting week anyways. So then,
yes.
Of course.
2 weeks, in fact.
Well, the first week was doing nothing, basically. But of course, I'm doing bookings, which is ordering for the whole year. And I'm ordering like fishing motors, trolling motors, electric motors and stuff like that. So I did up the order and we don't have anything left for Christmas or anything like that. So I was like, well, maybe I'll see about getting some early. And whenever I do anything like that, the owner wants to know what's going on with it. So I texted him and like, hey, I want to do this. Get some of it early before Christmas so we have something to sell, but we'll have to pay shipping because the only way you get free shipping is if it's over like $12,000 and we're not getting $12,000 before Christmas. That's too much stuff, right? So I sent him this text at like 11 a.m. or whatever. Mm-hmm. This thing is due this day, right? So I wait till like 4 p.m. I haven't heard from him. I've gone back and forth with my distributor saying like, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to do my booking, but maybe next week I'll get a few of it shipped early. Is that okay? Because sometimes they'll be like, no, one ship date. That's it. You don't get 2 ship dates. You get one.
One ship date. Only one is free.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll pay for the other one. But sometimes they won't even do that. Right? So he's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, I'll let you know next week. I just don't know exactly what we're doing. So I send off the email saying like, here's my order for 2025. I'll let you know next week about the other stuff. Hit send, like 10 seconds later, phone rings from the boss. He's like, oh yeah, geez, I forgot to talk to you about the what we want to do here. But yeah, I think we should do this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I texted you like literally like 5 hours ago about this. And you waited until I sent the email. Like, thanks a lot. So next week I'll have to. Yeah, basically. I was like, fuck it. The end of the day, I'll just email him next week and get it all straightened out anyways. So, but yeah, it was just like frustrating because he couldn't pick up the phone within the previous 5 hours of time. And I could have taken care of it all at once.
Yes.
Anyways, doesn't matter. I get paid. So
there you go.
If he makes me do the same thing twice, that's fine.
Yes.
But yeah, that was about it really for what I did the past 2 weeks. I can't think of anything else really. I mean, I watched some movies and stuff, but we can do that after you tell me what you did.
Okay.
If that's all right.
I worked.
That's
it was regular work was fairly uneventful. I drove to Okanagan Falls.
Ooh.
Day trip to Okanagan Falls.
Why?
Fiber optics is going into Okanagan Falls.
Ooh.
So I went down there to look at the one job, which is like the mall, the grocery store, the weed store, and a bunch of other stuff. Went in there, look at the job, I'm like, okay, this is going to be super easy. Went in there, tried to find all the other fiber network to hook up to, and there is none yet. I'm like, I'm here looking at the fiber, and there's no fiber. There's nothing.
Was there supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh. So
I could see there's like brand new fiber going into the central office, and that's it.
So someone didn't do their job, or?
Well, apparently it's not supposed to get done until 2025.
Oh.
But they're like, oh yeah, just hook this place up right now. I'm like, well, I can't hook it up right now.
Oh.
We're not gonna make 2 trips down here to hook up the fiber, and then once the network's in there, test the fiber and hook the rest of it up.
Yeah.
That's like a ridiculous price tag. I mean, it's a 3-hour trip down there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. We'll wait
unless they paid for it.
Yeah, unless they paid for 2 trips.
But they're not going to.
I don't know.
Oh, they might.
they better if that's what they want to do. If they want us to hook it up right now, it's like, no, it's going to be 2 trips and you're going to pay for both trips.
Interesting. So there's probably is there a business moving in that's like, we need this?
No, it's like the old grocery store.
Oh, so they don't really need it.
They don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah, every business in there is full in that mall.
Weird.
Yes.
But you got a little day trip out of it.
I got a little day trip out of it. And
A wasted day.
A wasted day, yeah. I was going to go, I was like, I could go to a Soyuz and go to the card shop there.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy in from a Soyuz who was like, oh yeah, we got this card shop here. I was like, well, no, I'm going out there next week. Maybe I'll go visit.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, it's a half an hour in the wrong direction. I'm not going that way.
Yeah. It's not quite worth it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll go to Orchard City Games in West Kelowna. Yes. And I was like, well, then I got to go into West Kelowna when I could just take the connector.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just took the connector. And then I went to the card shop in Merritt.
Oh, yeah. There's a card shop in Merritt?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, there is a tiny little hole in the wall.
Crazy.
And it's just crammed full of games.
Oh, yeah.
And the occasional pack of cards.
Okay.
But they do have a wide variety of occasional packs of cards. So I was able to pick up like sets we can't get, like Unfinity. I got Double Masters. I got Modern Masters Original.
Oh, you bought them from them to resell?
No, I bought them from them to open.
Oh, I see.
For like the opening TikToks and whatever.
I see. And then sell the singles?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, although those Unfinity ones are not gonna sell, but they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and find a box of Unfinity to draft.
I'm sure you can get something on eBay.
Yeah. It's gonna be pricey though, I would imagine, getting a box of that.
If you're gonna do it, you just get people to sign up beforehand.
Yeah.
Be like, we're thinking about doing it. Who wants to get in on this? This is how much it's going to cost.
Maybe the guy in Merritt's got a box I could buy.
Yeah, maybe.
The packs were $10 each.
How many are in a box?
Usually 36.
Oh, yeah. $360.
Yep, could be. I'll have
doable.
I'll have to see. It is doable. And then it's like 8 people to sign up would be quite a bit of money.
Yes.
To get them to do it. But I mean, it'd be fun. Maybe it'll be like a birthday celebration for me.
Oh,
This is what we're going to do for my birthday. We're going to draft Unfinity. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
That's fun, right?
Yeah.
That's fun, right? The shop owner there is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty nice guy.
Just pretty nice?
Yeah. He says words, and I'm like, are you telling the truth, or is this just malarkey?
What was he saying?
Oh, he's just like, oh, yeah, the guys in Kamloops, they always come here to buy games because nobody there has games.
Oh, but he's talking to you like you're just somebody?
Yeah, because I am just somebody to him.
Okay. You didn't go like, hey, I own this game store in Kamloops.
No.
So he legitimately thinks people come to Merritt to buy games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's thought that for a long time, so.
Okay.
But his shop is full of games, like absolutely crammed.
Yeah.
There's so many there. It's ridiculous. He does video games as well. He's got a lot of old video games in there.
Oh, yeah. Where's this located?
It's downtown Merritt. So you go down the main strip from Kamloops, like you're going in from, Logan Lake side.
Yeah.
And you just go in past the
Subway
gas station on the left. And then there's the old hotel on the right.
Uh-huh.
And you take a right there, and it's just like a block away.
Okay.
But it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. He has like all this stuff on like his banners of what he sells, and a lot of it's just been Sharpied out.
Oh yeah, like we don't carry Spellfire anymore.
Yeah, just Sharpied out. So he's like, Magic singles, we buy and sell. It's like, we sell Magic singles. No, we sell Magic. No singles.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of amusing.
Mm-hmm.
But we also had the Halloween special event on Halloween.
Uh-huh.
It was the Duskmorn Trick or Treat in the shop.
Yes.
You got a little trick or treat pack containing two packs of something, and then 4 packs of Duskmorn, and then you make a deck out of that.
And how much did that cost?
We charged $40 if you were in costume, $45 if you weren't.
Okay.
The packs that Wizard sent us were Mystery Booster 1 packs.
What does that mean?
It's a convention set, so they only sold them at conventions.
Oh yeah.
And you could only get them. Well, I don't know about Mystery Booster 1, but I know Mystery Booster 2 we were able to get through Wizards, and we could get a maximum of 3 each. So we managed to get 5.
Okay.
But Mystery Booster 1, I don't know what the deal with that was. If we could get it during the time where it was being at the convention, if we could like order it through Wizards or not. So it was a whole bunch of new stuff. Test cards, not the 100% legal cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just whatever. Like the first Mystery Booster 2 had 1,500 cards in the pool. And
so
normally
they just take like cards around the office and make boosters out of them? Or?
No, they're actually like newly printed cards.
Oh, okay.
But they were like test cards that they were previously using that they were printed up as actual cards.
Okay.
And so they were all like super bananas.
Oh, interesting.
But a normal Magic the Gathering set has like 300 cards.
Yeah.
The Mystery Booster 2 set had 1,500 cards in the pool.
Oh, okay.
So the chances of you pulling something that, you know, twice was pretty rare.
Yeah.
So they sent us Mystery Booster 1, which no one had ever seen. Well, that I had known.
Yeah.
And then like a box of collector's edition Caltime to give away.
Caltime?
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
That's one of the sets.
It's called Caltime?
Caltime, yeah.
Is that one word?
Caltime? Yeah. It's like Norse.
Oh.
Caltime.
Okay. I was like Caltime.
Yeah. No, Caldhiem.
Heim.
Heim. Caltime.
I thought you were saying time.
No, Caltime. Caltime.
Okay.
Cowtime. It's cowtime.
I get it now. I understand what you're saying.
So we got 24. We got the ability to make 24 trick-or-treat kits.
Mm-hmm.
We had 41 people show up.
Oh, a lot of disappointed people.
Well, we just made up kits.
Oh, okay.
Because it could be like anything. The thing was, it could be anything within standard. But then, you know, they ship us Mystery Booster 1 stuff. It's like, well, that's not standard legal.
Oh, yeah.
So we just started throwing stuff in there, just random stuff. Yeah, I think everyone had a lot of fun. We gave away 4 Duskmoor Nightmare bundles.
Spooky.
Which are like the super rare. So our distributor shipped us a box of Nightmare bundles. And we were like, we didn't order these. And the distributor's like, oops. And we were like, can we have them? Like, we got to check.
Oh, yeah.
We got to check and see.
Yeah.
And so they eventually, like day of, they were like, you can have them. We were like, all right, we're giving some away.
Oh, okay.
So we had one saved from our previous order to give away during this event. And then we just threw in 3 more.
Yes.
So we gave away one randomly to a person that got a Nightmare or Trick-or-Treat bundle. We gave away one to some person randomly who did not get a Trick-or-Treat bundle. We gave away one for the best costume and then one for the winner of the event. And then as a funny haha, we put inside one of the Trick-or-Treat bundles free roast chicken. And so somebody won a free roast chicken. And the distributor thought that was hilarious.
It wasn't it was an actual chicken.
It was an actual rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
That we had purchased. So we have the winners, the prize winners picture. It's just like 3 people with Nightmare bundles and then our buddy Bruce with like a roast chicken. Just roast chicken. Nice.
Did he eat it right away?
No.
He took it home.
He's too busy playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, you get real greasy on the cards. And,
Yeah, we crowned 41 people in here. There were like 13, 14 people, 12 that we had never seen before.
I'm going to contact Fire Marshal. Too many people in here.
Actually, our capacity is 100.
In here?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, our actual Fire Marshal capacity is between 90 and 100.
Holy shit.
So we can get that many people in here.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was good. We had, like 12 to 14 people we had never seen in the store before.
Nice.
So we're like, where did you guys come from? This is amazing. And maybe 20 of the people were dressed up in costume.
Nice.
We had some good anime costumes. We had one guy, he was an anime character. He wore like a muscle suit, but then he had like this giant 3D printed pot on his head. It was like a Dark Souls boss.
Oh, yeah.
And his partner was also one of the Dark Souls bosses. She had like a blue face and like a big witch's hat with like lights coming down.
That's Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring, yeah.
Yeah. Melania.
Yeah, that was her.
Oh, was he Let Me Solo Her? Was he dressed as Let Me Solo Her?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna bring up the picture.
That sounds like Let Me Solo Her.
I'm gonna bring up the photo.
Let's see this. Oh, yeah, it's Ranny, I think.
Yeah, Ranny.
She's dressed as Ranny. And then, he's dressed as like Let Me Solo Her. That's gotta be who he's dressed as. Yeah, Let Me Solo Her. That's the guy that you would summon into your game. and he would solo Melania for you. That was his name. Let me solo
That's
her.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a giant this is 3D printed.
That's crazy.
And it's like full infill, so it was heavy as frig. He has a hard hat on underneath that, and like half of this is a sponge.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
But it's so heavy.
Exactly.
Then we had Ozzy, Tiger King.
Oh yeah. I saw there was a Assassin's Creed dude.
Yeah.
And then what is Ian dressed as? Just a tired guy?
Oh yeah, Ian's just he's just like rolled out of bed guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a costume. That's him every day.
That's just him every day.
I hope he didn't get a prize. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
So who won the
really
best
well.
costume? The
Best costume was Millennia.
Ronnie.
Yeah,
I
Ronnie.
think that's Ronnie. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it went very well.
Nice. Pretty good.
Where is the photo of the roast chicken? So our boy Bruce won the roast chicken. It was great. There's the prize winners.
Oh, yeah. What is he dressed up as?
Bruce?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just got a thing. He's just got a
Looks like he owns a van.
It kind of does. It kind of does. He's got the good stash.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to lure children. Anyways. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it was a great event.
Nice.
Lots of people, lots of good times, lots of laughs.
Fun.
Yeah. I guess while we're here, I played Magic yesterday. First time playing Magic since we opened the store.
Poser.
I sat down at like 10 o'clock, played around of Magic.
AM or PM?
Oh, PM.
Oh, yeah.
It's like before close. There was
And
like,
did you lose?
No, barely anybody here. No, I raffle stomped them.
Oh, cheater.
No, I think they let me win.
Oh.
They let my engine go off in my deck, so I was like, well, you guys are just letting it happen, so.
Okay.
Card. Trample for 1,000.
They don't want to make the owner upset.
I guess not.
Banned from the store.
I guess not.
Jeez Louise.
And we have pre-release coming up next weekend. Foundations pre-release. Latest set. It's going to be in standard rotation for 5 years.
Ooh. Is that like revised?
No. Well, there's a lot of cards coming back.
7th edition?
Like
12th edition?
Llanowar Elves are coming back.
Call
Giant
me when
Spider
Benelish Heroes coming back.
Benelish Heroes are not coming back.
But is this like...
No, they will never bring... I don't think they'll ever bring back banding.
Is this like the 12th edition, basically?
Yeah, it's like a core set.
Okay.
But you're going to be able to buy like a deck builder's toolkit, which is made to help you understand deck building. So you get 2 30-card decks, and then you get packs within, so you can slowly start adding to your deck, making them more complicated and more complicated.
Oh, yeah.
You can also get like a collector bundle, a collector collection kit, which has like 300 cards in it. I think it's going to be like play sets of all the basics. Of your stuff. So like probably a playset of Llanowars, playset of this, playset of that. I haven't really looked into the set too much. I know there's Llanowars and giant spiders.
Is it the same art?
No, it's more the modern art. So it's not the brainy Llanowars. Like, so we have, I know I've got brainy Llanowars in my commander deck. Lame. There is, we got the art of the brainy Llanowars sitting on the wall there. Yeah. I think it's going to be a good time. I think people are getting more interested in standard. So standard is a set where it's only the last 3 years of cards. So cards are constantly rotating out and in. And everyone's like, oh man, it's so expensive to get into. It's like, no, it's actually not.
Well, if you want to keep up, it is, though.
If you want to keep up, but it's like every 3 years, all you have to do.
Well, no, not, you have to, every 3 years. Maybe the cards I bought today are good for 3 years, but if I want to stay competitive, I need to get the cards that level up to the new versions.
That's true. But you can just trade in your old cards and we'll buy them. And then you get new cards. we have a very good trade-in policy. It's 75% store credit, which you can use to buy new cards.
Yes. Have people started using AI to build decks yet? I don't think they can do that.
I don't think maybe they have.
Maybe,
but the AI would need to be trained on like all the meta decks, and then be like, I want a deck to do this, and then it could do it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it would sell more like not a whole deck, but just combos.
Yeah. This card combos with this card, which you can use on this card.
Yeah.
Yes.
But AI just decides to make up fake cards, and they don't know what a real card is or a fake card, so they'll be like looking at fake cards and throw them in your deck. And
I mean, there've been a lot of videos out lately where they have AI make the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they train on a bunch of cards, they can't make the cards. And then they make a whole deck based on those cards. And then it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
It's great. It's great.
Classic AI.
Classic AI.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of hullabaloo because Universes Beyond is becoming legal to play in Standard.
Yes.
The Universes Beyond is, of course, the Magic the Gathering crossovers with other franchises. So with Warhammer, with Doctor Who, with Marvel,
Lord of the Rings,
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It's all coming. So Final Fantasy will be released in 2025, June.
That's next year.
That is next year.
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to be insane.
Yeah. Give me a lightning card.
Yes.
Or who else will I want?
Hang on.
Oh.
Where are Dustborn boxes?
Dustborn boxes?
It says we have 3 left.
Yes.
Where?
I don't know.
Great.
Are they underneath the thing?
I didn't see them.
You should ask if Garion took them out of the system from Halloween.
Oh.
Because he might not have.
Oh wait. There we go.
There we
What
go.
was I saying? Oh yeah, I was gonna say lightning. I was hoping that there'll be like some Final Fantasy X. Maybe we'll get Yuna or Riku.
Yeah, it's that Universe is Beyond. I'm very curious as to how they're going to structure it. If we're like how many characters we're going to get from like the later games. Like, are we going to get? We're definitely getting Cloud. We're definitely getting Sephiroth. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
If they don't do that, then they're dumb.
Yeah.
And are we going to get Yuna? Are we going to get
Riku?
Riku? What the hell's the dude's name?
Lulu? Oh, the dude Waka.
Waka, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like, I'm sure they'll be. Well, I mean, they're working in collaboration with Squaresoft, so I'm sure Square will be like, yes, you have to have the guys from the new games.
Yes.
So they'll be like, I don't even know the guys' names from 15. And then there'll be definitely names from online.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest Final Fantasy thing going.
Yeah.
But it's like, are they going to have like, is there going to be a Vivi card from Final Fantasy 9?
Yeah. Is there going to be a Vivi or just Black Mage?
Yeah. So we'll see.
Maybe there'll be a Black Mage, but then maybe the alternate art will be Vivi? I don't know.
Maybe.
There's so many ways they could go with this. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And like the Spider-Man one. There's a Spider-Man one coming.
The,
There's Marvel coming.
But aren't those Secret Lair?
There are Marvel Secret Lairs, but there's also supposed to be like a Spider-Man set coming. That's rumored. I don't know how true that is. I haven't really seen anything on it, but I know people are like, oh yeah, Marvel. Spider-Man is coming.
Okay. I'm more interested in the Final Fantasy one than anything else, really.
Yeah, and that's going to be like a full release, I think.
Which means
I don't know if it's going to be like an
not
Assassin's Creed
guys.
full release, because the Assassin's Creed release, it came in small boxes. You only get 8 cards per pack. I don't know what the Final Fantasy ones are going to be. If it's going to be like a full release, where you're going to get 36 packs in a box, and it's going to be fully draftable, fully playable.
Yeah. Man, it'd be crazy to be like, oh, I got an island, but it's like, I can't think of a good example for a island name from Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
Isn't that how they do them in those sets? It'll be.
Oh, yeah.
It'll say like, it's like the forest of whatever, but it's actually just forest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious now. There's so many spots, but like islands, I'm not sure.
I mean,
like just thinking in my head about maps, like I can't remember any of the names for any of the places, but like just some of the locations they visit.
I can remember like the names of cities and like worlds, but I can't think of like the names of like, I know that when you leave like the crashed airship, you're in a forest in Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah.
I can't think of what it's called, but it is a forest, so.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I remember that. That's one of the parts that is distinctively sticking out in my head right now is that particular moment in that game.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm interested in that one. It's probably the one I'm most interested in that they've done.
Yeah, it's going to bring a lot of people in to play Magic, I think. And maybe a lot of people into Standard, which is what we're hoping for. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, When's the Elder Scrolls set coming? Like, that seems like it would have been a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why they didn't do it.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, they might. You never know.
I mean, anything could be made into a set now.
Yes.
If they're doing Final Fantasy.
Yes. Well,
Dragon Quest next.
They did just do Assassin's Creed, and they've had Warhammer and Doctor Who and Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is very popular. Very popular.
Yeah, but was that because of the One Ring?
Not just because of the One Ring.
No?
It's still very, very popular. Oh, yeah, probably because of the One Ring. Not just the serialized One Ring, but because the One Ring card right now is very playable in Modern. So everyone has it. There's talk about it getting banned.
Oh, okay.
Like, to get that card right now, it's $100, $150, $160 just for one Ring.
Oh, crazy.
And usually you want to run 4 in your deck.
You want 4 of them?
You want 4 of them.
Oh my god.
It is a very powerful card.
Crazy.
People are always complaining that Standard is very expensive. And it's like, yes, cards rotate out, but cards aren't that expensive. They're not like $160 expensive.
Yeah.
To get a good competitive deck together. Whereas in Modern you have combos that are like 2 turn kills.
Yeah.
Like one of our regulars who is actually sitting out there right now, Snooch, he's playing a Goblin deck where it's turn 2 kill. And I was watching him. We were casting Modern the other day, and he pulled it off. He was like, "Yep, this goblin finds this goblin. Put a goblin on this thing. I sacrifice 1 million goblins and do 1 million damage to you."
It's like
that was turn 2. I was like, "What the hell?
It's like
what is this deck?"
It's illegal combo.
Yeah.
Banned from the store.
And we have they went down to Pentacon, the Penticton Con.
Oh yeah,
which is the one that feels bigger than CamCon.
Okay,
but it's only because it's one room.
Uh-huh.
And everyone's in that room.
Oh yeah.
Whereas CamCon's
seems
like
busier.
5 rooms and everyone's split up around everything. So it seems busier, but I think CamCon might be a little bit bigger in its attendance.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a regional championship qualifier down there, and we sent 6 guys down there.
Yeah.
And I think 4 of them got into the championships.
Oh yeah.
So we had I think 4 guys. So I think we're sending 7 or 8 people to Ontario in January for the championships.
What do you mean you were sending people?
Well, we're not. But Kamloops is sending them, right? Regulars from our store are going down there because they qualified.
I see.
Which is awesome. And we're like, oh yeah. One of our regulars, he is into Magic, and then he's out of Magic, in and out, varying on the week. He's like, I hate this game, and then he comes back, he's like, I love this game. And so he went down there. He didn't get in the main event. The main event was 8 seats, and they had 2 separate events at 2 seats, one seat apiece, and 2 of our guys both took top spot in that, and he took top spot in one of the 1 seat events. He was like, oh, my deck's not working, and then somebody else was like, here, play mine, and he's just like romper stomped his way all the way up.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
Crazy.
It seemed like a good time.
That's cool.
It seemed like a good time. I brought in a new game into the store. It's called Dice Throne.
Dice Throne.
Dice Throne.
Okay.
It's like Battle Yahtzee. So
Yahtzee?
Yeah, there's a game called King of Tokyo, which is a Yahtzee kaiju monster game. But it's like a multiplayer game where you're all battling it out for control of Tokyo.
Okay.
With Yahtzee as the main battle mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
This game is similar, except it's 1-on-1. It's got Magic the Gathering elements. It's got cards. It's got upgrades, and you roll to do damage and do your skills and all that kind of stuff, and defend with rolls, which the dice are numbered 1 to 6, but also have icons on them. So you can either do small straights, flushes, to do damage, upgrade your skills. And there's like timing in it, like Magic. So the turn order goes like Magic. So it's your untap or your upkeep and your draw. And then there's your main phase, battle phase, second main phase, and then you turn your ends. So it runs exactly like the turn order goes exactly like Magic. And there's instant spells you can cast to change like dice rolls. It's a lot of fun. So far, I bought the like first edition battle chest, which you can't buy as a retailer. I had to buy it as a regular person.
Oh.
Pay full price.
Oh.
And it's got 6 characters in it.
Okay.
It's got like a monk, the knight, the treant, I can't remember what's in there. Half
monk.
Half monk, yeah. The ranger, the fighter, the barbarian, all that kind of stuff. It's all super nicely packaged.
So
it's a lot of fun
are
to play.
Selling it here, or you just bought it?
We do have. I bought the battle chest for the store, but there's like 2 packs that we're selling in the store.
Okay.
And they're super fun.
Okay. Battle chest?
Dice Throne. Yeah.
Dice Throne.
Dice Throne.
Okay. That's the new at Game Hub.
It's the new. Yes, it's fun. I've
Cool.
been slowly introducing people into it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun.
And have you added any other collectible card games to the lineup yet?
We have Yu-Gi-Oh coming.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I had an SDK 001 Blue Eyes White Dragon come into the store the other day.
Okay.
That is like the Blue Eyes White Dragon that is the most expensive in Yu-Gi-Oh.
And it came into the store. They were like, "Look what I have."
They were like, "I don't want this card."
Oh, did
and
you
I was
buy
like, we don't want to buy it either. And then they were like, well, you should just sell it. See if you can get any money for it. It's like, okay.
Like you're on like commission now?
Yeah. And so that person was actually
Consignment?
Luska Lily.
Oh.
So
I saw her say somewhere she was going through her cards to sell them or something. I don't know where I saw her say that.
yeah, she had she brought in the tub, just like a little plastic tub full of cards.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are like super old. There's a bunch of them that are super damaged.
Yeah.
But still, I managed to get her like $300 out of that.
Oh, crazy.
Collection. Minus the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
That's just it. The Blue Eyes White Dragon is in such bad shape. The
Oh,
corners are all bent over. Everything's just completely damaged. In damaged, it's still worth $165.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Oh, it's wild. It's like, what? How is this bent, cornered
It's like the
piece
meme.
of
It's
garbage?
a meme card, though.
I know. It is a meme card.
Yeah. You put that next to your Exodia cards. And,
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah. So she was like, I'm going to bring it in on Tuesday. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah.
She walks in the store, and behind her, I'm like, I recognize this face.
Yeah.
Who the hell? What? And it's Sleight of Game.
It's who's Sleight of Game?
He is a fellow, or not, well, I guess a fellow Twitch streamer.
Uh-huh.
He's a Twitch streamer that is friends with Luskily from California.
Oh.
And he walks in the door, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Oh, crazy.
But he came up to visit Luskily.
Oh, crazy.
And she's going down there to visit him.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So-
Oh, yeah, I do recognize the name.
Yeah, he just came in. I was like, what the hell, dude?
Nice.
So yeah, they came in, they played some games, sold some cards, and then the other day they came back, played some games, and
Fun.
he's heading back to California.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was wild.
No kidding.
That was wild.
I've seen him in the chat, but I don't think he knew he streamed, so
Yeah.
never seen him before. So Yu-Gi-Oh! What about another dorky anime game?
Like Grand Archive?
Nope.
Nope.
Another dorky one.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting in One Piece.
Oh, okay. That's too bad.
Donovan, one of our regulars, really into One Piece.
Yeah.
You can only play it at the other store right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, man, this game's good. And then he sits down and plays a game with Gary. And Gary's like, this game's good. So we're bringing it in.
Yeah.
We're bringing it in.
I mean, why wouldn't you bring in them all?
It's
Is there
hard
a reason why
to...
you wouldn't?
We want to 100% commit to a community that is going to be there and be able to provide them the best support that we can possibly provide.
Okay.
So this is why we are starting. We have community members that want to do Pokemon, and they will be here to support Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
We had some community members come in that are like, we want to play Flesh and Blood here, so we brought in Flesh and Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Because Magic, Magic's the big seller. Everyone in here currently is playing Magic.
Yes.
And it, like, people are here. They were lined up 20 minutes before we opened
Yes.
to get the good tables.
Yes.
And they're over there right now
I
playing
see
Magic.
them. They're flipping through the cards so fast they're smoking.
Oh, yes.
It's crazy. How do you do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, One Piece. Should I try One Piece?
I don't know. I can show you some of the cards. 'Cause
Nah.
We got some back there.
I've seen them on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, why do they all have like such huge numbers on them?
Yeah, it's they're more the style of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have like 7,000 life.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
why?
Just have 7.
Yeah, just do 7 and have you guys do 1.
Yeah.
Do it the Magic the Gathering way.
Sounds
I don't
like
want to work with these big numbers.
Pussy numbers when it's 7.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh! You start with 8,000 life.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then your monsters do like 1,000 life per hit.
Well, I know in Pokemon now they got lots of high, like, health cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's like because of like power creep over the years.
Oh yeah, for
like,
sure.
what's One Piece gonna like? This card has 1 million damage. I'm thinking, what's the power creep gonna be?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Whenever I see the other thing with the One Piece cards, they have different backs on them if they're like rare. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I keep seeing videos where they'll open a pack and it'll be like all the backs are red. They'll be like, oh my god.
Weird.
But it's the same set.
Yeah.
So it's like the foil versions have red backs. So I was like, well, couldn't you like stack your deck then and know what's coming
You'd
out?
have to play with sleeves.
Yeah.
There's the only way to play it would be
Unless
to play
I'm
with
misreading
sleeves.
it, but that's definitely the way it seemed when they
Yeah,
were
we can check.
opening.
We got cards over there.
Yeah.
We can have a quick peek and see.
Let's rip open some packs.
Let's do it. Oh, they're already ripped. It's Donovan's collection.
I want to rip a pack.
You want to rip it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, can't do it.
Damn it. That sucks.
I actually played some video games as well.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I think you're lying to me.
People were like Mosh and Jagrad. They were like, oh, we're playing PvE Tarkov.
Player versus environment.
And I was like, okay, that's $20. Whatever.
Mhm.
American, mind you. So that was 30.
Russian rubles.
So I was like, okay, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
It's good.
No, I don't believe it.
They have all of the section. The map is linked now, so you can travel between the map without having to go back to the hideout.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually do that now. And I did my first raid, level 1.
Okay.
Go to the main spot you're supposed to go to, which is Ground Zero, which is a big city now.
9/11?
Yes. It's the place where everything kicked off.
Yeah.
And it was funny because you're playing AIs all the time when you're on there. So I'm like crouching in a stairwell. I got a group of AI PMCs on the left, blasting a group of AI scavs on the right.
Yeah.
And they just keep walking past my door. I gloop them.
So they're
then another
stupid
one
as
comes
fuck?
by, I gloop them. Another one comes by, I gloop them.
So they couldn't figure out that you were killing them in the hallway?
Yeah.
Good AI.
Good AI.
Yeah.
So I walked out of there with just kits for days.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have those kits.
Oh, yeah.
They don't tend to loot your body for the insure. Like, so if you insure your stuff and they don't find you, and chances are they're not going to find you because they're AIs.
Yeah.
Sometimes they loot you. Sometimes they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But you usually get all your good equipment back
For free?
for free.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
for the insurance cost.
Yeah.
Because you can prepay your insurance for your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm level like 13 now. My survival rate is super high.
Mm-hmm.
I did run factory a couple times, and the AI on factory is just ridiculous. It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
I just got glooped over and over again. It's like, oh, here come the PMCs, and they will like fan out and surround you if they know you're in like an open position on both two sides. They'll just like, nope, we're coming around,
Uh-oh.
and then you just get murdered.
That's
but it's
not
been
good.
It's been a lot of fun not having to worry about the wipe and having to restart.
Well, they're going to wipe it, though, aren't they?
I doubt it. They're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be.
Or maybe they'll do it as well, I guess if you're playing PvE, it doesn't matter.
No,
Like
you're not racing against anybody else.
Yeah.
You're just getting to sit down and actually enjoy the game without having fear of the wipe coming and.
No, my GPU.
Exactly.
My GPU.
Exactly.
No!
So it's nice for like a casual like me where I'm like, oh, I can actually sit down and play Tarkov and keep my progress if I can't play for months at a time.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's super good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's cool.
I've just been like, oh, I got an hour before bed. Guess I'll do a Tarkov raid.
No, that's all right.
Yeah. So I'm actually getting to play some video games.
Nice.
I also played a new demo of a game called Ballionaire.
Is this a clicking game?
Is it a roguelike pachinko game?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Like the I watched somebody play the demo once and I was like, these graphics look awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Sign language.
Yeah. I'm getting sign language at the window to see how long I'm going to be. I'm like 2 hours, not 2 minutes, 2 hours. It's probably not going to go that long, but
No.
Yeah, Ballionaire is it's a roguelike pachinko game where you have like the first board is just a triangle. and you just put your ball on the top and it pings down like Plinko.
Yeah.
But you can put in symbols and bumpers and everything like that in there to like augment your score because it works like what's the landlord game where you have the Luck Be a Landlord.
Luck Be a Landlord.
So you have to pay a certain amount of money at the end of so many drops.
Okay.
And then it just keeps getting harder and harder and harder. More money, more money, more money. So I think the first round is $500.
Yeah.
Each time you hit a pin, a blank space, you get $1.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can get a bumper. Every time you hit the bumper, $200.
Okay.
Every time you hit this tree that grows, $400.
So do you choose where they go? Or?
Yeah, you choose where they go.
Okay. So you can try to put it where you think the balls are going to go.
Yeah.
You always drop one ball.
You always drop one ball, but there's chances to spawn more balls.
Ooh.
So if you put a brick down, if you hit the brick from below, you get a coin ball.
That
spawns, yeah.
Ooh.
And then there's of course boons and stuff. So if there's one where it's like all ball spawners make the balls go up instead of down, or every time you destroy a destroyable, you will get a ghost ball which floats up.
Spooky. Very
spooky. So I've been playing the strategy, the supermarket strategy.
Okay.
So I get I think there's 4 food carryables. There's bread, tomato, cheese,
bacon,
and mushroom.
Oh,
there's no bacon.
There's no bacon. BLT.
And if you go to a cash register with that many carryables, it spawns 4 coin balls.
Ooh.
But then
so
if you hit a frying pan, it sucks up all those and makes a pizza per carryable you're carrying. Pizza and when you destroy those pizza, you get $800.
Oh, this sounds so weird.
It's absolutely bizarre, just like Luck Be a Landlord is.
Yeah.
It's so Purple Monkey Dishwasher. Nothing makes sense. But it's so satisfying when your combos start going off and you're like busting pizza all over.
Okay. So you said the graphics were bad.
Well, they're not bad. They're just not like it's real. Happy Tree Friends Cartoon Network, like super happy, delightful graphics. So like the trees all have eyes and everything's got eyeballs, and the ball doesn't seem round.
Okay.
But the mechanics are very satisfying.
Okay.
They're very satisfying. I can't wait for that game to actually come out. Because it's only the demo.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it to come out
so I can. On Steam.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Okay, sounds interesting.
And that's about it.
I played the First Descendant.
Of course,
maybe you've heard of it.
I've heard of it. Your First Descendant Discord chat is very active.
Yeah. So I played that. What else? I don't know. Did I play Dead Space 2 last time? Did I talk about that?
No.
Played some Dead Space 2. I'm about halfway through. I was going to play it for spooky Halloween month, but I didn't make it all the way through. It's not as scary as Dead Space.
No.
It's not as effective.
No.
Because Isaac also speaks.
Oh.
In Dead Space, he didn't talk.
No, he sure didn't.
He was like nameless protagonist.
Yeah, that's the best.
I think the problem with this Dead Space 2 is that the fact that he's way more proficient in shooting now.
Oh.
Like, you have, like, enough ammo and all that stuff.
Lame.
Carry space, carry capacity. It's like I'm never worried too much.
Yeah.
So far, anything I've come against, I can kill it. You know, I don't really have to worry about getting killed too much, so.
I mean, it's like Alien versus Aliens.
Yeah.
You're way more proficient at killing things.
That's true. Yes, I'm playing on normal difficulty, so apparently I'm being shamed in the chat. So I'm not playing it on the hardest difficulty. I played the first Dead Space on the normal difficulty too.
And so, for all you listening out there, he's being shamed in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Not while he's playing.
Yes, exactly.
Probably while he's playing too, but right now as well.
Yeah. And it seems like it's more, I don't know. The first game it had like you would do the whole area. It seemed like this is more like straightforward.
Yeah.
It's basically like nowhere to explore to.
Just a hallway shooter.
Yeah, kind of. Whereas the other one, it'd be like, oh, do I want to go left or right here? I can adventure and find stuff if I go this way. So far, there hasn't been much of that.
That's lame.
There's a bit, like, it'll be like, oh, I'll go right, but there's one room.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'll go in the one room. I mean, there have been scares and everything, but I just think the first one was more effective at what was going on. And I think Isaac worked better as a voiceless protagonists.
Voiceless protagonists always work better, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Saints Row had the voiceless protagonist that worked really well because then all of a sudden he'd say something and you'd be like, what? Like he would only say it in like a cutscene or something like that. And then everyone in the, like Johnny Gat would look at him like, you just talked. So, I think that's basically everything I played pretty much.
Oh, okay.
I did watch some movies though.
Yes. A couple of spooky movies
can I
for
tell you about
spooky
that?
time.
Can I tell you about that?
Yeah, you sure can.
Have you seen the new Alien? Romulus?
Yes.
Oh, you did see it.
I think so.
The one on the space station. No, they're on the planet and then they go up to the space station.
And
This one's
Fassbender's breeding things?
No, this one's new as in this year.
Oh, no then.
Oh, okay. You should really see it.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's like Alien and Aliens were like horror movie.
Yeah.
And then you had like Alien 3, which is kind of like meh, whatever. And then there's like
Prometheus.
Well, then they went to Prometheus and Covenant, I think, which are kind of like, imagine Aliens, but also philosophy.
Yeah, I really didn't like those.
So this goes back to, remember when they were horror movies?
Ah, yes.
That's kind of what this goes back to.
Okay.
So I would recommend it. I recommend it. I liked it a lot. There was some nice callbacks to the other ones as well. I recommend.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too much brightness.
Mm-hmm.
You see a little too much. You know, I kind of prefer it when it's like a bit left to the imagination.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it too badly. This one was done by Fede Alvarez, who did Don't Breathe, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Don't Breathe, but it was a good... And I think he did Evil Dead Rise, not the most recent Evil Dead movie, but the one before it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that one. With the blood chainsaw?
No.
Okay. Anyways, it was good. I liked it. And then on Halloween night, I watched 3 movies called Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
So I'd never seen 2 before.
Oh?
I know.
That's hard to believe, actually.
I thought I had, but...
What? You haven't seen Halloween 2?
I know. It's coming back in my face right now. Yeah, I know. As I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this. I was quite surprised. So they were enjoyable. Halloween. Have you seen those 3? I'm not going to do it.
I've seen H2O and that's it.
Wow, just like the tank.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one he's seen as well. So these are from the 70s. So they're like 70s movies. So they're different than modern movies. They're much slower, you know? But Halloween 3 there's no Michael Myers in it.
Oh?
Yeah. Halloween 3 is Halloween. Yeah. There's nothing with, in fact, in the movie, they turn on the TV and Halloween is playing on them. That's the only thing.
Isn't that how the third movie of those kinds of franchises go? Well, everything goes off the rails weird.
It was like either they were trying to make Halloween into like an anthology series where it's just like every Halloween there's a Halloween movie. Yeah. Maybe it has Michael Myers. But it might be just a scary movie, right?
Maybe it's in space. Who knows?
or it was like, oh, we made this movie, but oh my God, no one's going to watch it. So let's put Halloween on the title.
Yeah.
And put it out there. Call Halloween 3. So it's either of those two, right? So the movie's fine as is, but it's, no Michael Myers in it. So it's unfortunate. But I like it. It has a very catchy theme of them singing 8 more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. And then last night, I watched Terrifier 1 and 2. Are you familiar with Terrifier? Have you heard of these movies? It's another clown horror movie.
Oh, yes.
Art the Clown is in it.
Oh, yeah. When I tuned in, you were watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Art the Clown. He likes to kill people for killing's sake, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't seem to have any motivation except just because, like, I'm a clown that kills people.
Yes, that's enough motivation.
Yeah. Originally, last night, I was going to watch Harmony Korine movies. You familiar with Harmony Korine?
No.
Okay. He's a director. You probably might have heard of his movie Spring Breakers, maybe. Stars like Selena Gomez and whatever, and James Franco. Came out a few years ago. But he started off by doing like indie films, and the first one, actually, maybe you've seen the movie Kids. Familiar with the movie Kids?
I've heard of the movie Kids. I don't know if I've seen it.
Okay.
I see Baba Yaga's kids.
No.
Baba Yaba's.
No.
Bobby.
Bobby's World.
Bobby's. Yes.
So he did that movie, and he also did a movie called Gummo.
Gummo. Yes.
And I was like, oh, we'll watch Harmony Korine because he has a new one coming out called Baby Invasion, and it's something to do with like giant babies' heads are like attacking people in video games or something like that, and people are going in to kill these baby heads. It seemed very weird. All his movies are weird.
Yes.
It's not actually out yet, so I couldn't watch it anyways. But I was like, okay, well, we can still watch like Kids and Gummo, I guess, you know? And then I started to think about it, and I'm like, they're really disturbing, but like not in a fun way. They're disturbing in a way like, oh, no. Because I was thinking like Gummo, there's this part where they're like, want to go have sex. So they're like, we'll go to this prostitute's house or whatever. We hear a prostitute's there. So they go there, and it's like this dad is prostituting out his daughter with Down syndrome. So I was like, oh, I forgot about that in Gummo. Like, I don't know. And then I was like, well, and then I started to play kids. And the first scene is like this very young girl having an extended makeout scene with this other young boy. And he wants to have sex with her. And it's like this disturbingly long scene of these young people making out and simulating a sex act. And then the voiceover is the guys saying like, I just love to fuck virgins. Oh, it's just the best. And then I think about later in the movie where the movie ends on like a grape scene and like the girl has HIV and the guy's molesting her on the couch. I'm like, this is like disturbing, but not in a fun way.
Yeah, that's not fun at all.
So I was like, never mind. I'm not going to watch these. I've seen them, but I was like, this is not something I want to do for a movie stream. So then I decided to do Terrifier.
Yeah, that's probably a better call.
Yeah. There's 3 Terrifiers. We only watched 2. We didn't reach the goal to watch the third one. That's okay. And I thought I'd seen Terrifier 2, but I hadn't. So there's some scenes in there. I was like, wow, because like the whole thing with Terrifier is like the over-the-top violence of Art the Clown like sawing a woman in half from crotch to head. And like the blood and everything like that. And there was one scene, our friend Colton, who's in the chat, he was like, I watched Terrifier 2 until the bedroom scene. And then I stopped and I was like, bedroom scene? That doesn't sound too good. And it's just violent. It's not sexual at all. Yeah. But it was like, oh my God, he's really working this chick over and killing her. And then, oh, she's still alive. That's crazy. And then it continues on afterwards. And it was just like, oh my God, she's still alive. Like, that was, like, the most disturbing scene in the movie, for sure.
Crazy.
But the movie it's like the guy who did the first movie, he, like, must own the rights or whatever. Because now it says, like, his name. Like, I don't remember his name, but it's like Damien Leone's Terrifier. But you can tell he kind of has, like, free reign to do what he likes with the movie. Because it was just like, what was the point of... any of this? Like, it looked interesting, but it was like, why? Like, where was the editor being like, no, we don't, or the rewriter to be like, no, we don't need this scene in here. Yeah. Like, she had a dream before anything bad happened about like a clown cafe where they were serving food, and then Art the Clown was like giving food to people, but he'd like jam a lollipop in their mouth and they'd be like, and it was like, well, what is the point of this? Just to fill time, I guess? I don't know. Maybe. And then there was like a magic sword and stuff. It was very weird. Well, in the first movie, you're kind of like, you don't know what the deal with Art is. Is he just a man or whatever? And then by the end, it's like, well, there must be something supernatural with him, you know, like Jason or Freddy. And then it continues more on into the second one. Like, oh, there's some sort of like, did she go into hell and come out of hell? Like, what is happening here?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. So I want to watch the third one because I'm sure it's fine.
Yes.
But yeah, I just didn't. I think that was pretty much it that I watched for movies. But yeah, of them, I would say, excuse me, you should watch Alien.
Yes.
He was good.
Yes.
And you didn't watch anything?
No.
No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Not even Agatha All Along.
Not even Agatha All Along. That's no, crazy. I haven't had the opportunity to sit down and watch anything.
No.
Because Tarkov.
Turdkov.
I have an hour. Yeah. Maybe an hour each night where I get to do something that I want to do. that's
and you
you know
decide
that's
Turkov
not
is the way to go.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get the adrenaline going a little bit.
Maybe Agathol along.
Maybe
with the
Agathol. Nah, I doubt it.
adrenaline going.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
It's not going to happen.
That's okay. I'll allow it.
Very good.
Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about patreon.com/StreamVoid pod.
Okay.
That's right. That's the only way you can get in here and support this podcast with your hard-earned dollar dues. For as little as $1 a month, you get access to pre-show content, the post-show content, all of the content that you don't get to listen to during the podcast.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Yeah, it
except
is.
for when we get interrupted in the middle of the podcast by someone asking questions.
I mean, it's important, I guess.
I suppose that it was actually a pretty important question today, so it wasn't me getting yelled at for not having a correct float.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, big thanks to all our Patreons out there helping us get this podcast, continue it to grow.
Yeah.
We had like 89 downloads the other day.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Us.
It's pretty good for us.
That's actually quite a lot for one day.
Yeah, for one day.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the line is flat. It'll be like 1 pod, 1, 89, 1.
Interesting. Crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Patreon.com/StreamVoid pod.
Nice.
Should we go ahead
do some newsing
and talk about Halloween candy and the dangers it poses to children?
Oh, yeah, sure. I didn't realize we were going to be.
Yeah, I didn't put it on the list, but I just thought about it because we were talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
And apparently someone local found razor blades in their candy.
Oh, come on. I don't believe it. I don't believe that for 1 second.
We're gonna look it up.
Kamloops candy. Here we go.
Kamloops Mounties called after finding razor blades inside piece of candy. Yeah, there's an actual story.
Okay.
And it's I find it highly dubious that
exactly.
anyone has put razor blades inside candy. I would imagine it's someone's kid putting razor blades in their candy and then going, oh, someone put a razor blade in my candy.
What kind of candy is that?
That is a soft chew Jolly Rancher, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh man, it was some kid who did it. There's, I don't know how you could report that.
I know.
And be like, oh, this actually happened. There's been other ones too I've seen in the past where I remember there was a whole thing about an article about a kid who bought a video game, but in the case, it wasn't a video game, it was pornography. Right? And it was just like the mom found the game case in the kid's room.
Yep.
I was like, there's a porno in here. And the kid's like, I just bought that game. I didn't
quote unquote.
know.
Didn't know, quote unquote.
So, and then they have a picture of like the mom and the kid in the newspaper, and the kid's just like,
kid's like, uh-oh.
yeah, I bought this copy of FIFA and there was porno in it. I didn't actually just hide my porno in the FIFA case. Just so stupid.
It's the goon case.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they'll do the investigation and they'll find eventually it was just a kid that's.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's always how it goes. It's either the kid does it or, the adult does it who has the candy to like drum up some kind of, internet clout.
Yeah.
And, all the stuff before, nothing's ever come of it.
Yeah.
It's been like, no, not true.
It's like the goon case. It's like a urban legend, basically.
Yeah. Just an urban legend. Like no one's been strychnine,
Same thing with
cyanided.
Drugs. Same thing with drugs. Like, oh, they're giving out drugs to the kids, like weed, like gummies or something like that. It's like, what?
Yeah, nobody's wasting their weed gummies on children.
Yeah, exactly.
0 people out of 100 do that.
Exactly. So it's just so stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I never had any problems with any Halloween candy ever.
Nope, me neither. Stuff them in my face.
Exactly.
Good to go.
So whatever.
Stupid. Let's talk about something else that's really stupid.
Okay.
Johnny Somali.
Oh, Jonathan Somali.
Jonathan Somali.
He's a streamer.
He is a streamer. Most famously arrested in Japan, deported for being an absolute D-bag.
Yeah, he's a menace, I believe.
He is a menace to society, every society around, because he was just arrested in Korea.
Yeah. For getting beat up.
Well, apparently the rumor is that people are going around, like YouTubers and stuff are going around and beating him up for clout.
Yes. So I was like, well, why are they upset with him besides the usual Johnny Somali thing? So apparently he was like making out with the comfort girl statue. Yeah, the comfort women, like, what do you call it? Memorial statue. About like when the Japanese came in World War II and kidnapped the ladies for their soldiers, basically.
Yeah.
So he was like, I think he pulled out a Japanese flag. I shouldn't laugh. He pulled out a Japanese flag and then was like making out with the statue or like kissing it or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, buddy. I mean, I guess he's making money doing it somehow with streaming.
Yeah, somehow.
So like there is method to his madness, but it's like
it's just pure madness. Dude's ridiculous.
Psychopathy, really. Like, how could you sleep with yourself at night when you're doing something?
Yeah,
like
I don't
that?
know. Did you watch any of the videos?
I watched him getting beat up a bit.
Did you watch him get beat up? Did you watch him just like carrying around a fish?
No.
He just had a fish in a bag. I don't know how old it was, but he was just carrying it around.
Just because it's something to do?
Yeah, something to do. He'd bring it into all the stores he was eating at, bring it in everywhere, bring it on the bus.
Just a bagged fish.
Just a bagged fish. Like warm, rotting, I don't know.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, the police would keep coming up to him like every hour. They'd find him and he'd be like, "Oh, what'd I do? Oh my God." Just the most ridiculous guy.
Those are the worst people. Like all those, those TikTok or not, those YouTube guys and stuff like that.
Just arrest him. Just do something. Get rid of him.
We're being told he said he likes being evil. I can believe it.
Yeah, he's going to like being evil in jail.
Well, yeah, I think they're going to make...
maximum.
No, I think they're going to make an example of him in Korea.
Good.
Yeah. Because he's under arrest right now.
Yes.
And it seems like everybody, including lawmakers, are talking about him. So that's usually not a good sign.
Nope.
So he's going to be made an example of because they don't want other people coming to Korea to do the same malarkey. It's a little different when you act like a jackass in, like, let's say America or lesser extent Canada.
Yeah. Where
it's kind of like just sort of the society is, let's say, falling. So it's more acceptable to be a doucher.
Yeah.
But in like Korea, where like Korea and Japan, it's more of an honor-based society.
Definitely.
So it's like you treat people with respect in public.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain, social norms that you must follow.
Yep.
And he does not do any of them.
No, he doesn't.
I do like seeing him get knocked out, though. That's pretty funny. Like the clip I saw of him, he was walking out of his hotel and just getting clobbered. Right? As soon as he's on the street, just knocked right to the ground. He doesn't look particularly tall either.
No, I don't think
like
he is.
A small guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the clips yet, so I'll have to look some up.
It was pretty funny because he'd been attacked before because his eye was all like bruised up and swollen, but then he just gets knocked right to the ground again. So. And it seems what I read was that a lot of these Korean YouTuber types are doing it as like first of all, because he's being a jackass, but also to like grow their own popularity because they can be like, yeah, I clobbered Johnny Somali.
Yeah, just did it.
Yeah.
Just walked up,
give him the knuckles. Of views on the old whatever. I can't imagine you can put it on YouTube.
Probably not.
I mean, YouTube does allow a lot of stuff, but
yeah, not that.
Yeah. So
maybe
Johnny Somali. Hopefully he'll go away. There's a lot of those guys that'd be like, why don't they just go away? But people tune in enough to make it like that Jack Doherty kid.
Oh, God.
Total doucher.
Yeah.
Colossus McLaren. I think he got banned from YouTube, maybe. I'm not
Probably.
Sure. There was also the recent guy from Kick that tricked a homeless lady to going for dinner with him and then left her with the bill.
Wow.
So he got banned from Kick, and then apparently they're trying to find that woman. Like Kick is trying to find her to give her $50,000.
Don't give that kind of money to a homeless person.
It depends on what she's homeless for.
Yeah.
If she's just homeless because she's down on her luck, it's a little different if you're homeless because of drugs.
Yeah,
because
way different.
The next day will be like, woman overdosed on $50,000 with fentanyl.
Yeah. Speaking of fentanyl.
Oh, God.
They found a super lab in Falkland.
I heard about that.
Which is less than an hour away from here.
Yeah, it was like, how much? Like tens of millions of dollars worth of fentanyl or something like that?
Yeah. Fentanyl, crystal meth, all the lab equipment to do everything in.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, just wild.
So I hope you bought some fentanyl stocks before.
Yeah, I stocked up before they got shut down.
Otherwise, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg now.
Yeah, no, I got a couple keys of kilos of
holy
fentanyl and
crazy
methamphetamine.
Wow.
Yeah, just loaded.
Wowee.
Yeah, don't come over.
No, I'm not going to.
No. You'll die instantly from all the fentanyl.
I won't be able to resist. Yeah,
These are jokes. These are
yes.
jokes.
My coworker was talking about it, but he always is just blabbing on continually. So I'm kind of just like, okay, whatever. Because I'll be like reading a book and he'll be like, blah, 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 blah. Like, buddy, I'm reading a book. Can you not see what's happening here? You know? So, yeah, pretty crazy. Sounds like it was a Canada-wide like amount they were doing was not like for just local consumption.
No. Apparently, it was being shipped to Australia.
Oh, g'day, mate.
Because the Canadian market is already super saturated.
How do you get it to Australia?
So they've been shipping it down to Australia.
How do you do that?
I don't know, Mike.
No.
Kangaroos?
I don't think they swim that far.
No. I don't think they swim at all.
Like,
do they swim?
Doing it on a plane?
Probably.
Well, like, what are you doing?
Probably. You know, you put it on a ship and send it down there.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then they let it off on like a small island. That one container comes off. And then it goes in a go fast over there.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
Super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Super crazy.
Yep.
Concord? Mm-hmm. Are we talking about Concord?
We can talk about it briefly, I guess.
What are we saying about it?
Well, they shut down Firewalk Studio.
Oh.
Yeah.
The people who made Concord.
Yeah, they were still doing like updates to Steam.
Oh.
Like you couldn't play the game, but there would be like you can look at the Steam whatever.
Yeah.
They were still sending updates out there to Concord.
Oh, I wonder if they were like automatic updates.
I don't know, but I mean, what would the automatic update be like?
Yeah, right.
So there was no change log or anything like that. Just updates were coming.
I wonder maybe like some kind of security key update for hacks.
Well, you can't even play it, so.
No, yeah, but it would be like an automatic.
Oh yeah, maybe.
You would change like the code.
No, it didn't seem like it was that.
Fix the hack or whatever.
The rumor was that they were just trying to
justify their existence
or get it to be like free to play or whatever, working on free to play, But Sony was like, nah, fuck it, yank the cord and put them out of their misery.
Yes.
So they did that. So who knows? Maybe they're gonna take. I mean, they own all the stuff.
Yeah.
They could take it and give it to another studio.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, free to play it. Make it free to play.
Make it free to play. Get an aggressive battle pass system in there. Make it fun.
I mean, yeah, basically. Well, people that had played it said they liked it and it was enjoyable and interesting to play. But it was just like, it takes an hour to get into a game because there's only
5 people playing.
5 people playing it.
Yeah.
And
teammates are all the same every single time.
Yeah. Well, God. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One of the biggest blunders of all time.
Yeah, pretty big.
It seemed like everybody, I mean, you and me personally, we don't give a fuck about the Wiener Boys complaining about like all the, what do they call it? Diversity,
equality,
equality, and inclusivity.
Yeah.
DEI. That's the big code word recently for Wiener Boys to tell on themselves when they complain about that.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about that. It was just the like $60 price tag for a PvP.
Yeah, that's the only complaint.
Like if it would have been free to play, I wouldn't have tried it. But I know other people.
But I would have.
Yeah. People that are into that genre would have tried it.
Exactly.
But since it was a $60, full release, it was destined to fail.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know why these companies haven't figured that out yet. I mean, I understand, like, for me personally, I remember when it would be like, oh my God, free to play game? I'll never touch that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's trash,
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, they can make a model of a free to play game that's good for everyone.
Yeah. And
it can be a good game.
Yeah, and a huge
success.
Huge market value,
It depends on, well, if you look at some, though, the customer sort of, what would you say it? They're not consumer friendly. The biggest ones.
Yeah.
Like what's the biggest mobile game is like Genshin Impact and the other one they did. What's the newer one? Zenless Zone
Star Rail?
Zero. Oh yeah, Honky Star Rail. They make like $30 million a month on mobile or something crazy, but it's all gacha money.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a good gotcha mechanic.
No, I don't love
Gotcha.
Good gotcha mechanic. I hate a gotcha mechanic.
Do you? Are you going to go out and rip a pack today?
Probably.
Gotcha.
But I get something out of it. I could
something physical, for sure.
Own something.
Yeah.
If it was like gotcha available in-game at a reasonable amount,
Yeah.
Like something, it's a lot slower if you're doing free-to-play, but like, I think it is in Genshin, but it's like a lot slower.
Yeah.
Like a lot slower.
So, Pokemon game
Yeah.
that is new.
Mm-hmm.
It is, can't remember what it's called. It's fairly new, but it's a Pokemon card collecting game. So kind of gotcha. What the hell is this game called? I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called. But you can rip packs, Pokemon packs.
Well, that's...
And you can rip Pokemon packs
Mhm.
every 12 hours.
For free.
For free.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, you can buy them, though, eventually.
Oh, yeah. But for free,
Mhm.
you for free without having to use your time crystals, whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah.
12 hours. Every 12 hours.
But don't they do it like you can enter a tournament and stuff and win?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can actually battle with your cards.
It sounds a lot like the PC version.
Yeah.
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 So,
Oh, yeah. You'll have to see if you can link it up.
with the PC version, like if you bought a starter deck,
Mm-hmm.
like whatever, the Charizard starter deck,
Yeah.
it comes with a code
Oh.
that you put into the game, and then you have the deck in the game.
Mm.
So, and the packs, you get the code, you put it in the game. You don't get the same cards in the pack.
Yeah.
Just another pack,
Yeah.
basically. And the way it was on PC, the ones that you buy like that, you could trade.
Mm-hmm.
So if you opened a pack that you paid for, those cards are tradable. But if it was like the free pack, those are not tradable.
Yeah.
But you could also trade unopened packs or unopened decks. If you didn't want to open the deck,
Mm-hmm.
you could just have the deck and trade it to somebody.
Interesting.
So I think it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With this one, there are miracle picks or something like that. I don't know what they're called. They're called something like that. And when you have one, you can pick from a pack that someone else has ripped.
Oh, yeah.
So if your friend has just recently opened a pack, you can actually pick a card from that pack. And by pick a card, I mean pick a one at random.
Oh, yeah.
So if they pull an EX and you're like, oh, it costs you, whenever there's an EX in the pack, it costs you three of the picks.
Mm-hmm.
But, you have the chance to get that EX.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's 1 in 5. There's only 5 cards in a pack.
Yeah. Yeah. I might check it out. I don't know. I played a bit of it on PC and it was fine and dandy, but it was also much like the real game where it's like, oh, I need new cards now
Yes.
to be competitive.
Yes.
I need the new sets and I don't want to try to get the new sets. It's too much
The new
work.
power creep.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, power creep's always an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps you in business, I think.
It 100% keeps me in business.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Some of our regulars, they're like, I'm just going to give you some money now.
Uh-huh.
I don't want any of the cards in this pack, but I'm going to give you some money.
Why?
That's just what they do. Like, I'll take 10 packs of this. Rip, 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 rip. Here's all the cards. Enjoy.
Like trade them in or just give them back?
Sometimes they just give them back.
Oh, crazy. Wowee.
Yeah.
They're just hoping for the hit?
Yeah, a lot of people will buy the Lord of the Rings to try and get the One Ring or Orcish Bowmasters or one of the highly playable modern cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then, people will get the Duskmorns, try and get the Valgavoths.
Of course.
Other stuff. There's so much stuff to get.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Because we have a buy list now that's like, these are the cards we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them to us. Give you good store credit.
Oh, yeah.
By good store credit, I mean regular store credit.
Yes.
But those are the ones we're looking for. When you give someone a list, they're like, oh, yeah, I got this card. I'll bring it in.
That's good.
Yeah, even though they still get the same amount of money.
They just didn't know.
No, they just didn't know that we wanted that card, but now they know that they're going to bring it in.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You'd think they would just be like, this card's sitting at home. Let me get rid of it. Or are they thinking like, I'll just keep it?
Yeah,
Whatever.
maybe. But then like, oh, someone else is looking for it? Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I buy singles online yet?
No.
Oh, that's a pickle.
It's slowly getting there.
Okay.
I don't think Arian wants to do online singles because he wants the local community to be able to have first pick of everything.
Well, you don't have to put them online the first day you get them.
No, but when they were in the system, they go online.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly.
We'll just make
If
it
that
so
happens.
more expensive online.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a pain.
Yeah.
Adjust every price.
Fair enough. Anyways.
Anything else?
I don't know. Is there anything else?
I don't know.
There wasn't too many gaming related stories that I was too interested in talking about.
No,
too
and I
much.
didn't really look through any.
Yeah. I don't think there's too much else really going on.
All
Just
right.
working and whatever.
Mm-hmm. What's your next week looking like? More of the same?
I'll be working, and then I'm only in the office one day this week, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. They're actually getting ready to move the office over to the warehouse.
Oh,
They're
very
actually
good.
working on it,
Yep.
like renovating the area and whatnot.
because you guys own the whole building, right?
Oh yeah.
And so that whole front area that has like
Yeah.
barely anything in it.
Well, it was full of shit.
Yeah, full of shit, but
it's empty now, and they're actually working on it. And
nice.
Wiring in like a kitchen area and stuff like
very
that.
Good.
So
very good.
Should be interesting. I don't know. They were telling me I had where my desk was going to be in my whole area and where my shelves were going to be and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay,
Like,
whatever.
do I have a door? Am I alone?
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be very similar to the way it is now.
Yeah.
Kind of all in the same area.
I'm not into that.
I mean, I'm only there generally one
Yeah.
day, so it's not that big of a deal. But
in my office, if no one's in the office, I'm like, all right, it's time to get some more actual work done.
yeah, it is a little tough sometimes for me to do, like, concentrate because the one lady in the office just talks continually, like about nothing.
Yeah.
And she will not let you finish your thought because she'll remind her of something and then she'll start talking about that. It's like, can I just finish what I was trying to tell you before you tell me about your son or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's funny too, because her sister, the owner's wife, it's her sister.
Yeah.
That's the talkative one. And one day she left, the talkative one, and she was just in the filing cabinet next to me. And she just out of the blue was like, oh, my sister really likes to talk. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well aware.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've noticed. So,
well, that's going to be the end of this podcast.
Let's do it.
If you like what you heard, and I know that you did, make sure to leave us a like. Make sure to leave us a rating.
Yeah.
Let us know how we're doing out there. I mean, we're at 185 episodes, 186. I think we're doing okay.
I mean,
I think we're doing okay.
seem to listen to it, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. Make sure you join
so.
the Patreon if you if you want to support this podcast with your hard-earned dollar. Use patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
Yeah.
And if you're in town, come down to the Game Hub,
Sure.
which is where we're
I'll
sitting.
agree to that.
Yeah, do it.
We need to get blinds on these windows.
Yeah.
It's like we're zoo animals in here.
I know. I do want to get blinds in the windows because, just sitting here doing work and like everyone's just like, oh,
Yeah, a little distracting
yeah,
in here.
yeah, for sure.
Anyways.
All right, guys. With that being said, we'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just see about doing some gaming today, maybe. I don't know. See what happens when I get home.
Yes.
Kind of want to play the Dragon Age.
Oh.
I have to buy it, so.
Oh.
Yeah. Curb, you are so spotlighted. Yeah, so that was the thing today. He was like, I'm just going to use the studio lights for a more dynamic, or what did you say?
Dramatic lighting.
Dramatic lighting effect or something like that. So that's what's happening here. Because normally it would just be one spotlight and the overhead light or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you sweating under the intense interrogation lighting? No. I'm doing all right. I would be like, what's that episode of Seinfeld where Newman is trying to interrogate him about the broken stereo, and Newman's interrogating him, but he's all sweaty, and Jerry's like, no, I'm quite nice. I'm quite fine.
I'm quite okay. Thank you.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So are you working today?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So why did she care about what time we're done in here?
I think she wanted to chat about something.
Oh, I see.
Am I going to get yelled at?
No.
Yeah, probably.
No. I don't think so. Yeah. So
What
Mikey,
kind of a blade is this, you think?
it's like broken piece of a X-Acto knife. Mikey,
Yeah.
give me a quick one-piece game rundown.
I have no idea how it works.
Effie getting yelled at. Yeah, I don't know how it works either. I've seen people opening packs. And that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any idea how it works, so.
And then they'll get a card with a guy wearing a big hat or something like that. And they'll be like, oh my God.
Whoa, big hat!
Yeah.
Big hat Luffy!
Yeah, something like that.
Luffy? Whatever his name is.
Yeah, Monkey.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah. No, I think it's the other way around.
Monkey D. Luffy?
No, it's Luffy D. Monkey.
No.
No? Okay.
No, Monkey D. Luffy.
Okay. That's cool.
Maybe?
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure.
Let's type in the Googler. Monkey D.
Pox.
Luffy.
Oh, it is?
The Monkey D. Dragon.
First?
Yeah, monkey
Oh,
first.
it's Monkey First. Straw Hat Luffy. Oh, he's a fictional character. Oh, I thought he was real.
Yeah, no, fictional.
Crazy, dude. He's 19 post time skip.
He's 7 at the debut, 17 pre-time skip, 19 post-time skip.
What's his idol's name?
It's a good question. Let's check out.
It's Red Hair Shanks, obviously. Come on.
Of course.
Get with the program, dude. What's his grandpa's name?
Oh, Red Hair Shanks right there.
Monkey D. Garp. Red Hair Shanks. I can't believe you watch this trash, Tank. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
Oh, his bounty.
3 billion yen. 3
That's his
billion
current.
swashbucks. What's that symbol mean? What kind of money is that? Swashbucks. It's got to be swashbucks, right? Berry symbol? Is that what it says? Berry symbol? That was the name of the...
Yeah, berry symbol.
Berry
Maybe they're
symbol.
berries? That's the money? Berries? Because it's all about devil fruit?
Oh, yeah. They are
30 million
berries.
berries?
30 million berries. Strawberries?
Berries. 30 million berries.
Blueberries?
The booberries.
Blueberries. It's different.
Yes, very different.
Crazy.
All right, shall we?
Let's.
My butt is getting...
Yeah, and this
sore.
This is even nicer on my ass for sure.
I mean, it's probably nicer than that chair, actually, right now.
Oh, maybe.
There's no padding on that chair anymore.
Damn, that's not good.
Nope. It's a terrible chair. I want a refund.
Okay, take it back to the store.
The other chair there is just absolutely broken.
You broke it?
Yeah.
Nice. Modern Odyssey. Mo.
Momo.
Berry.
Bo-berry.